Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. And the sky is a hazy shade of winter.
Who wants to do the recap?
I mean, I can do it since I missed the first part.
Okay.
Keep up the tradition a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we started at we made it to the transmutation tower at the end of session 75. So we begin there. There's a hole in the wall of this square tower about 20 feet up. Illikin uses his climbing ability from when he was a wee lad in Sky Tower to get up fairly easily, and most of the party gets up relatively easy. Some of us need a little more help than others. As he gets in, he sees this room. It's a pretty cluttered mess. There's a door, and the frame has been kind of iced over, but has been chiseled away quite recently, showing that someone else has been here before us. They look around the room. It's cluttered. There's wooden mannequins, not too much going on, treasure chests. But as they go through the door, they see the walls are engraved with these skeletal faces and such, and there's a skeleton lying on the ground. In this room is also this crystal tube object, and this door that leads to this like kind of elevator shaft looking thing. And this is about where I kind of jumped in. So my notes might be a little discombobulated here, but Gabar and Quintus are in the one room looking over a treasure chest that seems to be arcane warded, and figure out that the way to open up the chest is to say the arcane component or the verbal component of prestidigitation. We figure out how to work this crystal tube, which is basically a means to fabricate materials and components. But Quintus and Gabar open up the chest. Inside are some potions, some oils, and one of which is potion of flying. One is the spread of aqueous form and the oil of etherealness. We go back to the central chamber. We see down at the bottom floor it's illuminated, and there's this slab that appears to move up and down. V casts levitate on it, which weighs exactly 500 pounds, and brings it all the way up to this kind of recessed indentation. And as it clicks into place, she steps onto the shaft. That's probably not that's a little out of order, but nonetheless, she steps onto this platform, and she falls to the ceiling. There is a reverse gravity spell. Quintus saves her from some bludgeoning damage using feather fall. We bring her back into the room, and she tries it again, this time putting the slab on the opposite direction from us, and that fixes the gravity, and we descend now to the bottom floor. Inside is this chamber that's filled with all these treasures. And the inscription on the wall gives us the clue that we came looking for: stand in the circle of death and consume poison. VCast speak with dead on a skeleton in this room. Turns out this is all Metaltra's treasure. The keys to work this cylinder thing, one's on Vito, one's on Metaltra. so on and so forth. Illiken sees, because he now can see into the ethereal plane, this cabinet in the corner. And and then we realize, like, oh crap, if V's, concentration ends, then we're gonna be stuck in here. So V and Quintus dip out of there, but as she does that, this chamber seals off, is airtight, and the treasure comes to life and starts attacking those of us that are in there. We start fighting back at it as we defeat whatever flying swords and candelabras and singing monstrosities from Beauty and the Beast are attacking us. Illiken opens up this cabinet and pulls out a couple of objects, which turn to the material plane as he does. There's a staff and there's this cape, a mantle. We escape the room and we talk to, I think this is the skull that she brought with her now, where we can find Metaltra all the way up at the top, so on and so forth. The party then ascends the tower, where we find this chamber, and there's this toppled adamantine statue, probably not a statue, probably the actual Metaltra, though. There's one of the keys on her, but we can't get it off because it's adamantine. So Gabar uses one of the spell scrolls that he found on the desk, which is a spell scroll of Fabricate, to make this key that they found, that they see on her. The party goes back to this central chamber that has this crystal tube and this skeleton, where they look on the other skeleton, and sure as shit, the other key is just on that guy.
I got one more thing. Big Smile got turned into a frog.
Yes, Big Smile did get turned into a frog as he opened up the desk, because he loves to mess with things that he shouldn't. As he, eventually, I think that it was or was it a minor restoration or dispel magic that got fixed that? One of the two spells.
Another way, great. It was greater, wasn't it?
Was it greater restoration?
No, it was okay. So I have it here.
It was Sapphira. She dispelled them.
Dispel magic with 9th level.
Oh,
it was a hard roll.
Oh, and you had to roll for it.
Yeah,
I remember. I think the inspiration actually worked on that one.
I remember.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So that's how we fixed our frog prince in the party. So going forward, back to the crystal apparatus, this crystal tube. Gabar puts some coal and such that we find in this other storage room into it, and he puts on the helmet, and they turn the key, and he focuses on a diamond ring, and the machine whirs to life and pops out a diamond ring, and he's like, wow, this is great. And then he tries to make himself a prosthetic arm, and it fails, and the whole thing turns to literal shit. So they abandon this before we blow ourselves up with magic we don't know. And we leave going towards the illusion tower. On our way, we see an observer watching over us. We make it to the tower that has this mist shrouding it. And as soon as we enter the mist, we're assailed with these hallucinations, screams, and all this horrific hallucinations that people start falling into. Big Smile sees himself in the middle of this boxing ring, and he's just getting booed and just lettuce and tomatoes and beer mugs thrown at him, but he manages to push it off. V sees herself being flayed by mind flayers, but Illiken managed to pull her out. But everyone eventually makes their way to the tower, and as we push our way in, we all find ourselves in a fun house of mirrors, and we can hear each other, but we just see, and in the mirrors, can we see each other?
Yes.
Okay, so we can see, but like we know that it's not actually them. We know, like, we can't tell which one's the reflection, which one's real, and such.
Yes.
And the last two to enter is Sapphira and Big Smile, and with them in, and in this crazy, and the only two people that are together that we know are together are V and Quintus.
V and Quintus, that's right.
And everyone else is, so it appears when you enter the tower, because there was a bunch of doors on the outside of it, not just one, that where you enter determines, and when you enter, where and when determines where you got put in this tower. Yes. And that's where we ended.
Yep. So I want to note one more thing. It's Probably after this tower, it will be like time to rest. You basically spent half the day exploring, well, killing the devil and exploring the tower. So this tower is going to take some time, and after that, it's the end of the day. Just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. So we get the black screen after the title card, and then it fades slowly to white, and the white sort of focuses, and we see billions of reflections of all of the characters in the party echoed upon themselves infinitely in all directions. Floor, every inch of the walls, floor and ceiling, reflect your images in countless angles because they are made of mirrors. As previously stated, you are separated from each other except for Quintus and V. There is no exit in sight. Not even the entrance from which you came from. What would you guys like to do?
So we're all basically spread out then, except for Quintus and V.
Yes. From what you understand, you sort of stick your hands out and you can feel the edges of the mirror. It looks like Gabar standing right next to you, but you reach out and touch it, and it's the cold, cool surface of a mirror.
Guess I'll have to find my way around.
Is the floor mirrored as well?
Yep.
I will actually call out and I'll say, "Hello, Gabar, V."
We can hear each other fine, though, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It sounds distant, though. Not right beside you, as it's very clear in these mirrored images that the person is standing right next to you, even though they're mirrored infinitely. But whenever they speak, they sound distant. But you can see them reacting. Like if you go hello and stick your hand up to your face, you will see that in the reflections around you.
Can Illican cast locate creature on Sapphire?
Sure. Yeah. You get a vague idea of where Sapphira is in this chamber.
Okay, so if I go to approximately where I think Sapphira is using the spell, do I still not see Sapphira?
I mean, you could take 2 steps and bump into a mirror. And you sort of stick your hand out, shift a little bit, boom, bumped into another mirror. It is a literal maze.
You're a maze.
Well, is there a spot we can all kind of meet in the middle? Or how long before we start smashing shit?
I'm getting pretty close to that point, I think. How do these Netherese wizards get through this tower? I mean, don't they work here every day? This seems crazy.
Here's what I would like to do. I'm going to use a charge to swap out a spell from my spell book with the astronomy archive. And
Okay.
that spell is going to be Find the Path.
Okay. What the hell is that?
It's in the.
Is that
Oh
a
wait,
6th
shit! No,
level?
sorry, that's a 6th level. God bless America. I was so excited. I saw that spell and then I just pulled it up. So I don't do that. I look at it. And
I'll give you guys some options, right? You can just try to solve the maze, right? Like you could just keep walking around until you solve it. You know, it's not like there's some sort of death awaiting you, that you know of.
Can we do Plan B instead?
It's been
What's
5
plan
minutes
B?
and we're just jumping to plan B and smashing shit. Let's give it a shot first. See if it's inordinately difficult. And if it takes us 25 minutes and we're still sitting here walking into walls.
All right, you're on the clock then, Quintus.
Okay, so you guys
Oh.
want to try to navigate?
Yeah, take my frostboard staff like a blind
Walking
man's
stick.
cane.
Yeah. Cane. Yep. All right. Why don't everyone that is trying to navigate the room make a perception check?
I'll give myself guidance.
Jeez,
Oh,
oh my god.
Pressure's on.
what is going on here, boys?
It's because I'm afraid Big Smile's going to beat me up.
Those are some mighty rolls, John.
Eric, can you roll for V, please? Don't worry about Valen though. Valen, you can just sort of navigate. Okay. So big smile. You surprisingly, as much as you want to really punch the walls, begin making some decent progress. You definitely hear the voices of the rest of your party, either closer or further away or in different positions. You do appear to be making progress, but you haven't quite exited the area yet. That's one success for you.
Cool.
However, Illican and Quintus, you guys bump into each other.
Shit,
In
I
the
was
middle of
V
the space.
too. Did I
Oh,
lose
so
her?
yes.
Oh.
Yep. Because here's the thing. I think you will be like, hey, V, I think it's this way, right? And you reach back behind you. It's a mirror.
Oh, fuck.
One step forward, two steps back. All right.
But after a moment, you meet up with Illican. You both find yourselves in the center. You both have a success.
Am I happy to see you?
Well, V was here a second ago, so I mean, one for one.
Then we may not be seeing each other for long. Until then, let us go together.
Sapphira, you also feel as though you are making decent progress, although have not fully made your way throughout the dungeon. However, Gabar and V, Gabar, you're trying to picture in your mind the layout of the walls, and you have not moved at all. You have made one big circle. And the same for V. V was following Quintus, and this whole time V thought that she was following Quintus until she bumps into a wall. And they have that moment where it's like, V, I thought you were right here. And it's like, I thought I was right here too. Okay. Everybody make another perception check.
Can I do an investigation as if I'm trying to work my way through, like by deducing where I've gone and where I haven't?
Yes. I'll allow it. Okay. Like you're closing your eyes and trying to see it instead of like trying to gauge where the mirror is or not.
Right, like it's a maze. I know it's a maze, and thinking about how like a maze has to lead to an end.
So, big smile, you get another success. Fuentes and Illican stay together. Sapphira, you end up making your way into the area that V is in. So you bump into V.
Oh. Well, I found somebody at least.
Both of you have 2 failures.
When I bump into Sapphira, can I make a mental connection with her?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I need the whole party to roll again. Perception checks.
Okay.
Should I keep doing investigation, or you want me to go back to
You
perception?
can. No, you can.
Oh,
All right. It starts with Big Smiles 19, right? Okay.
could I like?
Mhm.
I was gonna say, could I like take V's hand and lead
Yes,
her
you
through? Or okay.
Sure. Yes. All right. In that
Me and
case,
Sapphire are holding hands walking through. I still got a mental connection with her.
yes. All right.
Just in
So,
case.
Gabar, that's your second success, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and Big Smile, that's your third, right?
Yeah, confirmed.
Big Smile, Illican, Quintus. You all meet up together in what appears to be a larger mirrored chamber. There's not as many walls, like narrow hallways. This whole time you've been in like narrow hallways. This is like a larger room. You can sort of stick your hands out and tell that it's a bit wider.
See, I told you we didn't have to resort to breaking those things.
But there's still the mirrors everywhere.
Oh my god, yes. It's been about 15 minutes. What would you guys like to do when you enter this larger mirrored chamber?
Well,
I
I still
hesitate.
know. I still know where Sapphira is, so I could try to call out to her if she's getting further.
I mean, if they're stuck in the weeds there, we can always just break every mirror between us and them. And we only got to come here once, right? It doesn't matter if there's glass on the floor.
I'm almost certain another these archways are just some kind of wards that would give just as good as they get.
As much as
I
I
mean-
love smashing as you, I would hold off for now.
I picked up a painting and it exploded once, so
Sure.
imagine what this thing's got.
The remaining party members may make their checks.
Can I just call out and be like, V, follow the sound of my voice
Sure.
and give an inspiration?
Sure.
Oh,
Sapphira.
double that 20.
There's V. Okay, so here's the deal. I will say with that, that's a lot of nat 20s, dude.
Yeah,
That is 4 or 5 in one skill challenge.
3, 4, 5. All right, so the party gathers in this chamber. Everyone finally makes it into this room. You are all together. But it is
All right.
the same sort of mirrored. There doesn't appear to be any exits or anything like that.
That was fun. Where do you go from here?
I'm hesitant to spread out here. But you were saying something?
What's the visual again?
It's like you ever turned a mirror next to a mirror like this? Well, yeah,
In the barbershop.
yeah, like in the barbershop where there's just like infinite mirror within mirror within mirror reflections.
Okay, yeah.
But it's
just
the
a big
whole
room.
party. Yeah, but it's just a big, and it's mirror on the floor, mirror on the wall, mirror on the ceiling. If there
Okay.
wasn't gravity pushing you down, you would have a hard time telling which way was up.
Right.
What is up?
Nothing much. What's up with you?
Ah, damn it.
Oh, really? Like, it is up in this central chamber mirror too?
I was
Yes.
going to say up dog.
Okay. What would you like to do?
All right, everyone, hand in hand now. Single file.
Getting a
Yeah.
conga line.
Yeah, it's a bunch of kindergarten kids going through the museum.
He'll reach out to the people on the side of him.
Okay. You guys all hold hands.
Guess we
Can,
maybe just go along the wall, hand on the wall, and start looking for paths and openings.
Okay.
like that. Yeah, if he touches one of the mirrors, I mean, we can't just walk infinitely in front of us, can we?
I mean, you can. Okay, everybody make an investigation check. Investigation this time, not.
Here we go. Let's go, boys. Oh, let's go, boys.
Burned
Thank
all our
God.
luck out.
There we
Let's
go.
boys. This is so.
All right, it's fine. It's
Uh-oh.
fine. All right, so it's fine. It's fine. Gabar rolled good enough. So here's what happens. You guys are all find a wall. You're all holding hands, and you all kind of put your hand on the wall and are feeling around. And like V and like Quintus, you guys find openings in the wall, and you're like, "Oh, this must be the way forward." However, Gabar, you are in the back of the line, and your hand rubs across a surface that is not smooth and glassy like a mirror. It feels like wood. It feels like wood. As you feel around, you could feel a casing. And upwards a little bit, a doorknob. But it's invisible.
No, wrong again. This is the way here. Let's get the fuck out of this room, and I'll turn the doorknob and
Yeah.
push with all my might.
Sure. It doesn't open because it's a pull door. And then you pull it, and it opens up. And suddenly, like, kind of like the Truman Show where he opens the door in the middle of the wall where it's like a blue sky and there's just this dark hole in it. It's sort of like that where everything is all fucked up and mirrored in all different directions. And as soon as you open this door, it's beyond is not that at all. It's just this dark hole in the wall that sort of covers a lot of the mirrors with this dark hole. So it makes it a little darker, but it's just a doorway. And on the other side is a room dimly illuminated with like a purple glowing flame. And it is of pure velvet, like this sort of reddish purple velvet. It's on the walls, it's on the floor is like a carpet of velvet. Even the ceiling is this plush sort of velvet. And there is a set of velvet coated ornate stairs that ascend to a floor above.
Can I rub the walls? Does it feel like velvet?
No. It feels like cold, cool stone.
Not everything is what it seems here, but what about the stairs? Do they feel real? And put some weight on them?
Oh, you're muted, Joe?
Muted.
Yes, it appears that there's a door at the top of the stairs. I said the whole thing about the walls being stone, right? You heard
We
that?
heard that. Yep.
I I don't know when I muted myself.
Considering that the door was invisible, Illican will just look around to see if anything in this room is invisible.
You are certain that there is nothing else in this room. However, your discerning eye sort of gleans through the fact that there is an illusion covering this entire room, and it is just a blank stone, smooth, like a concrete kind of room.
Well, no surprise there, big smile. The room, it's just cold stone. All of this an illusion, as befits the tower's theme.
Old stone, just like the rest of this place. But I guess there's only one way but up then, eh?
Let's go.
All right, you guys ascend the stairs. Okay, stop. Top of the stairs, there's a doorway. A door. It's not trapped or anything crazy. But I bet above the door, there is a sign in elegant lettering that probably has two little like illuminated flames sort of floating next to it. And it reads in Loros, but like Gabar or Professor Scant can translate. It says Ajamar's Den of Mystique. You open the door, and a burst of vibrant colors greet your senses in this ornately illuminated chamber. The air is thick with the scent of exotic herbs and the sweet aroma of incense. Open archways line the walls, and the ceiling is open to the sky above. But beyond is a vast canopy of shifting illusions, creating the impression of an ever-changing cosmos filled with cascading stars. The room is an opulent display of luxury, adorned with plush, overstuffed cushions of various sizes and colors. There are neon-tinted sconces that line the walls, causing the decor of the room to glow and shimmer in that sort of blacklight neon sort of way. There are hookahs and other strange paraphernalia that rest on elegant tables near the sofas. Specks of light, like stars, flit around the room like a swarm of dancing fireflies. Occasionally, a vivid spectral figure descends from the ceiling and dances about the room, its amorphous form weaving and shifting, and then it disappears in a silent burst like a firework. It's obviously not like a person, it's like just this lava lamp kind of illusion that dances for everybody. At the back of the room, a solitary bar stands adorned with a dark, polished wood. The surface of the bar bears an intricate carving of a magic circle, pulsating with a faint glow. Behind the bar is a velvet curtain, cloaking an exit. A voice will ring out in Loros as you enter the chamber, appearing to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. And it will say in Loros, "Welcome, my dearest friends, to Ajamar's den of Mystique." But he says it in Loros, so not everybody understands. And I'm going to pull you guys over to this thing. That's sort of what it looks like. Sort of. It's a little more nightclub than this.
Damn, that's sick. That looks really cool.
Fancy.
So one more time, I'll go over it. It's like a nightclub, like a weird sort of bar where there's sofas and hookahs and weird drinking paraphernalia and all kinds of shit everywhere. There's like maybe a faint music playing in the background. There's floating orbs and spectral things that come down and dance. There's a bar in the back of the room with a magic circle on it. And behind that bar is a velvet curtain that covers an exit. And everywhere, all around you, all these archways show like a galaxy beyond.
Is the room warm?
Yes.
I'm actually starting to like this tower.
I was gonna say, can we just rest here tonight?
How are the couches? Are they soft?
You sit on it. Yeah.
And we gotta rest sometime. Seems like as good a spot as any.
And I'll remind people that we didn't choose the Conjuration Tower for its amenities.
I know, but it's so nice here.
As you sit down on this nice, really nice, comfortable couch, big smile, you will see a silver vial on like a side table, and it's like canted over. But it has like elegant scrawlings written on it, like some kind of title. It looks to be some sort of like beverage, like alcoholic beverage or drink or something.
Look at toss it to Gabar.
Sure.
Make it heads or tails of this kid. Looks like there's some writing on it.
Can I read the writing?
Yeah, it's called Agony.
It says pleasure. Toss it back to him.
Oh wow. Wow.
Netherese pleasure. Don't mind if I do.
I'm joking. It says agony. Don't fucking drink it.
Oh,
Or you kind of. I don't know. I've seen some pretty strangely named liquors. Everyone tries to brand it themselves, but
if I
don't
pop
know.
it open and smell it, what does it smell like?
Sweet.
Oh,
Okay, this is definitely some illusory drug because Netherese wizards are so beyond everybody else that they can't feel anything anymore. So they come here just to feel fucking something, anything, man.
you're selling this. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Life is just an illusion, man.
All right, I'll cork it for now, but I'm putting it in my backpack.
Okay. What would you guys like to do in this? I mean, the chamber's honestly very large. It's the entire width of the tower.
Let's go check out this magic circle behind the bar.
Sure. Does everybody go, or what would everyone be doing in this moment?
Billiken's like on one of the sofas, and he's like, "Are you sure you said this is not a bed? This is something else. It's far too comfortable."
I'm gonna get back to Illican. What would everyone else
It
like to be
is
doing?
suspicious. I'll go over with Gabar over to the bar, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Quintus?
Just look around for any other like egress out of this room. See how many like entrances and exits there are.
Okay, cool. And then V, what would you like to do?
If I could find anything that I could like pocket, and nobody's really paying
Sure.
attention, then I might
Okay, very
take some
cool.
keepsakes.
Absolutely. Cool.
Oh,
So
I would have done the same thing, but behind the bar. See if there's any other uncorked drinks or elixirs
Okay.
or whatever.
cool. All right, I'm gonna go. Then you'll go to the bar with Gabar and Sapphira. So the three of you make your way towards the bar, and I'll start with that. So as you approach the bar, illusory words appear, floating sort of wispy in the middle of the air above the bar, above this magical circle. It has a list of, in Loros, a bunch of different food and alcohol options. And at the very bottom, it will say, whatever your heart desires, in like the biggest option. And there is it sort of floats above this magical circle on the bar.
It is bad if we pick that last option there. I don't want to see what'll pop up.
Whatever. Try it. See whatever your heart desires.
Well, I don't know. This is like a augmented 3D menu. Do I press it? Do I say it?
Yeah, Gabar will sort of understand that if you interact with this magical circle, so touch it or whatever, and you just say what you want, it should theoretically appear, according to whatever this menu is telling you.
Whenever your heart desires.
Seems to be the flavor of the day.
Kind of like look over, a little peckish at the moment. I kind of look over and I say, her favorite food, knucklehead trout.
Perfect. You touch the sigil and think about a plate of knucklehead trout, and pop! There is this sort of popping sound, like a suction, like you know how those Coke cans just crush under pressure or whatever. It's that sort of sound of just like quick shifting of pressure, and a steaming tray of knucklehead trout is presented in front of you with the oranges stuffed in its mouth or whatever. It's sliced down the side, descaled. I mean, it's beautiful piece of fish right in front of you, and it's the whole fucking tray. It's like a, you know, like a big turkey, like it's serve a whole family for Thanksgiving type of knucklehead trout. It smells astonishingly good.
You could ask whatever your heart desires, and you ask for the same thing that we've been eating for the past I don't know how long, Spyra.
That's all I
No,
know.
it just stops. Okay. We're gonna do this
That's
right.
all I know.
We're gonna go ahead and get a rare steak with garlic herbs, drizzled with a nice aioli sauce.
Okay.
And potatoes on the side.
Okay. You imagine this in your mind, and you touch the circle, and pop, there's that suction sound, and sort of canted on the side of Sapphira's meal is this perfect tray of this thick cut, like Wagyu fucking steak or something, you know, some like really expensive shit. It's perfectly seasoned. Everything about it is just, it's hot. It smells so good, and it's sort of mixing with the rest of the food, the herbs and stuff that she had ordered. So it all sort of smells just amazing.
I guess that does smell better.
Well, we're gonna need something to wash all that down with, eh? And I'll step on it and think of or say whatever the D&D equivalent is, like of a champagne that I would have
Sure.
after like winning a big match or something, some celebratory.
Yeah, you
alcoholic
think
drink.
of your favorite type of champagne, and you touch the bottle, and a couple of glasses appear.
Oh, perfect.
It's actually from the
Technically-
Champagne region of Tethir.
I was gonna say it'd be sparkling wine otherwise.
Fuck you guys. Uh, I think this is the best tower. I think Illusion's got it going.
While you guys are
Almost
doing that,
seemed too good.
Illican, you are like just bouncing on this sofa. Like you're just amazed about all of the cushions everywhere. They're everywhere. This place is stacked with cushions and sofas and lounge seats and all kinds of shit. And as you like bounce up and down, something hard falls into your lap. And you're kind of startled by it, so you scoot away. I mean, you don't see anything. And as you extend a hand outward, you can feel like hair. It's very thin on like a cold, hard surface. It's a skull. And as you reach around, you can tell this is an entire skeleton that's laying on the sofa, now laying on you because you were bouncing on it. So it must have been seated upright and has laid down upon you, but you can't see it.
Everyone? I don't know why I can't see it, but I think there's skeleton on this furniture here, and he will he will slowly slide off of the
Absolutely.
sofa.
I will say, not long after that, V, as you're exploring the chamber, you notice that some of the items that you try to steal, like a nice candelabra, is illusory. Your hand goes right through it. You kind of step around the room, checking things out, and you hear this loud crunch. You have stepped on another skeleton that you cannot see.
That's around the same time I hear Illican, I'm guessing.
Yes, yes.
I might have one over here as well.
Oh, you guys always have to ruin the party, don't you? We don't see anything. Can't you see into other planes and stuff?
Yeah, he can't see it, right? That's what you said.
Yeah, let me look up this item just to be sure.
This is the illusory tower. Maybe it's some super powerful extra invisibility they got going on.
What is the item called?
Robe of eyes.
Robe.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. You can't see it. But goddamn it, if you wouldn't have seen that fucking door earlier. I keep forgetting about that. The invisible door that Gabar found, you would have seen it. But regardless.
Yeah, that didn't end up
I'll try,
mattering too much.
yeah, I'll try to fucking keep track of that. But no, you do not see this skeleton.
Well, big smile. This robe, it lets me see some invisible things, but I guess not all. You might want to hold off on that feast over there, though. Skeletons being in here seems not to bode well.
Wonder
It
if our
smells
room-
so good though.
Fuck.
Can I
that- is
poke
that
the
fish?
trout?
Yeah,
Half of my
yeah.
mid-mouthful.
It's legit. It's hot. It feels fleshy like a knucklehead trout. Like it looks like it's a real legit food. It's legit food.
Simulacrum is an illusion spell.
That factoid brought to you by the Last Plane Hoppers Guild.
Is there a way to detect if something is an illusion? I mean, I have seen invisibility as a spell.
I don't think it's invisible. I think that our eyes might just be covered by an illusion. Everything that
Yeah.
we're seeing is there's a plane of illusion 5 inches in front of our eyes.
I think it might be like a permanent version of that spell you hit our tracks with to get in here.
This is
Initially,
magic aura.
hallucinatory terrain.
Could be it.
I don't care. I'm drinking the champagne.
Yeah, you drink it. It tastes so fucking good. It's exactly how you imagined it.
Big Small's a little like quiet and nostalgic for a second.
What would you guys
I-
be doing?
Eye the steak
Yep,
and the knucklehead trout very
Sure.
suspiciously, but also cravenly. Just like,
Okay.
kind of want it.
All right.
Are we going to do the usual dead body routine, try and ask him questions? I mean, we don't even really know what questions to ask.
Why are they all dead?
I mean, the city fell out of the sky.
Yes, but there were a lot of survivors. apparently.
Perhaps you take a look at what's behind the curtain after we eat the steak.
Okay,
You wanna
good.
take a
I'm
bite of
glad
the
I'm not
steak?
only one.
Yes.
I'll take a bite of
You
the steak.
you
too.
just grab. All right, you rip off a piece for Sapphira, and you just take this steak with your bare hands and take a bite of it, and it is the best steak you have ever eaten in your entire life. It's just like falls apart in your mouth, and the flavor is all there.
While Sapphire's eating the steak, Illican, like
I'll go
sheepishly
over-
goes over to the fish.
I'll take a little bit of the fish too for a bit of surf.
It is astonishingly good.
Well, is it turning you into a skeleton?
Eventually, it will.
I don't think this food is what killed these people.
All right, then give me some of that.
Yeah, sure.
Going into the fish.
You can
Pour you a
eat.
glass.
Yeah, you can eat some fish. I mean, it's really just. It's some of the best shit you've had in your whole life, and not only that, but you guys have been like adventuring and on the road and eating fucking good berries and trail food and shit. This shit is top tier.
I miss the cauldron.
So when do we start making wisdom saving throws?
No, you don't.
Perfect. I might be ordering a steak to go, but I do want to look at this curtain that's not too far away. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
take like a piece of this steak. I'm just gonna like rip it off and like just like be munching on it as I walk over.
Yeah. You can pull back this curtain behind the bar, and before you is a doorway shaped mirror. Only it's kind of strange because you see your own reflection mounted on the steak. But what's behind you is not what is actually behind you. What's behind you in the mirror is not a reflection of the room you are in, but a small chamber with a set of stairs leading upward. On the back wall is an arcane symbol of illusion, just like on the back wall right by the stairwell in this room behind you.
Do I see the others of the party in this mirror?
Yeah.
So this looks like I can see past the illusion that is the room by looking in this mirror and looking back at it.
The room beyond is much smaller than this chamber.
But the party's still there.
Yeah.
Whoever's closest to the stairs and the reflection. Can I start trying to be like whoever, like if it's V, can I be like, V, take 5 steps to your left, walk forward 2 steps?
You will trip over a skeleton.
That was an accident.
Yeah, you have a feeling that there is no correlation in the layout of the room.
Okay. I'll just point out that there's a mirror here and there's a different room of what is on the other side.
Oh yeah, above the mirror, similarly to how there was a sign that says Ajamar's Den of Mystique. This one in Loros says Ajamar's Glamours.
I mean, it looks like a door. Did you try walking through it?
I walked in enough mirrors today already.
Walk up and put my hand on it. Can I go through the mirror?
As your hand extends to physically touch the mirror, you are suddenly struck with the unsettling revelation that you have felt the touch of another person's hand. As if there is no mirror and a reflection of yourself just touched you.
I don't like that, but it does confirm my suspicion. I'm going to turn invisible and try and walk through.
You walk through the room. You walk into the room. There is a room on the other side. Now, I will describe to you what you see. As you pass through the mirror, there is a symbol on the opposite wall of like illusion. There is a set of stairs that ascends to 2 doorways, like a landing with 2 doors off of it. And behind you on the wall that you just came through, you turn back around to face the party, and you will see a phrase carved on the wall written in Loros.
All right, well, I'll just copy the symbols down exactly how I see them.
Yep.
So at least I can get out and have Gabar read it.
Yep.
Um,
You have no issues coming back out of the room. It's going in that's the problem. It's like a 2-way mirror or whatever they call it.
How did you figure that out? That you need to go invisible to get past your own reflection?
if there's nothing in the mirror, there's nothing to block it.
You are one smart cookie, Quintus. All right.
Do you show the symbols to someone that can translate?
Yeah, I'll take it out and just like put it on the ground so it stops being invisible.
Sure. It will say, 6th, hide thyself behind a mask.
How many of these are we missing now?
Ew.
2 left, yeah?
Enchantment and
Evocation.
evocation.
You said there's another few doors in that smaller
Yeah.
mirror room.
Looks like the stairs went up to 2 more doors. I didn't try them, but I can go now. Cast invisibility a couple more times, but
Well, you're currently still invisible, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a free one per day at 2nd level, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just head up and see if
Sure.
I can do anything. If the shit gets bad, V can also make somebody invisible.
You go into this nice, really ornate room on the other side of the mirror and head up the stairs. There are 2 doors, both of which have signs above them or beside them, I think. One of them appears to be like an iron door. The other one is like more ornate and wooden.
Does scant count as an object I could wear or carry?
Yes,
him
100.
here to
Yeah,
translate?
100%. Yeah, 100%. For sure.
Yeah, so I'll just go back.
You go
and
grab
him.
Scant. Yeah, all right. Valen reluctantly relinquishes him. Scant
It's
will
not like I want to hang out with them.
Oh, yes, very good to see you, Master Quintus. I can translate this very well, of course. This door on the left, it says experimentation. And this door on the right says collection.
The iron door and wooden door, respectively.
Iron is experimentation.
Yep.
And what was what again?
Collection.
Collection.
Yeah, and it's like a really ornate, like really beautiful door, designed door.
Got experimentation and collection. I guess I'll go see what they were collecting.
Do you want people to come with you, or are you doing this on
Yeah.
your own?
I got 1 4th level slot, so I can bring 3 people, including myself. So I'll come back out. Who wants to come in?
Go with.
Can anybody else cast invisibility?
I can make myself invisible with a 5th level spell slot.
I think I can.
Because I think you just need to be invisible to get in, not to get out.
I can go invisible for long enough to jump in, I think.
Did you not use this during your fight with the Ice Devil? Big Smile? I don't remember. That's why I'm asking, because I feel like you did something.
I can only use it once, I think, per day. Once per short or long rest. Did I? Let me scroll in the chat real quick.
We didn't take a short rest, did we?
No.
Or did we?
No.
Stillness of mind and slow fall, I did.
Okay. All right, then yeah, you got it. Well, consider Valen very interested in going to explore. Does Valen have invisibility? Not really her bag. No, she doesn't.
I mean, if I burn all my spell slots, I could get everybody in there.
What would you guys like to do?
This mirror, does it seem like it's my reflection that's stopping me from going through, or is there a solid pane of glass?
No, you
Like-
touch your own hand. Like if you reach out, it is warm. You can interlock fingers with yourself.
So it is myself that is blocking me.
Yes.
All right. Can I Misty Step past myself?
Absolutely.
I'll
When
just
you do.
that.
You misty step to the other side of the mirror. as you do, the rest of you that are in the room will notice a 2-dimensional Gabar appears in the room with you guys, and he's going to begin attacking you.
Oh shit! Sorry, guys.
Doodle bomb.
So I'll just throw some tokens on this. Does this like have scale? Sweet, it does.
Paper Mario Bar.
It
I
is
guess that's what happens when
literally
you bypass.
Paper Mario Gabar.
Anyone that ever wanted to punch Gabar, you're free to do it now.
You guys are getting like really into that.
Is that everybody? Am I missing anybody? Quintus. Nope.
There.
And Gabar's over here. Okay, and then go ahead and let's get initiative going.
Fallen and Elk can get a +4.
And it's later in the day now, eh? No gift of alacrity.
Probably not.
Or
I don't have a reflection token. I thought I made one. Dude, what the heck? Reflection. I don't have it. Let me double check what this thing is. Okay, so I'm just gonna put out what the stand-in is for it. But I'm gonna roll as the stand-in, but imagine it is a 2-dimensional Gabar. Who will like teleport in the middle of the room here. You guys can't be surprised. So first in the order is Quintus. You see this 2-dimensional Gabar on the other side of the mirror.
I'll just say we got enough of you and try and vicious mockery.
Okay. What kind of save is that? Okay. Wisdom save. Kabam.
Yeah.
It gets 4.
It takes 5 psychic damage and has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
It will hold its head, its 2-dimensional head, in pain.
And yeah, I'll just try and back away from it. I don't know if we're actually doing like measurements on this or just like theater of the mind for positioning.
Well, I'd say it's pretty close, huh? I mean, how far away are you guys from each other? Maybe everybody's just a little bit closer. It did teleport like right up on you. So
Yeah,
it might
so-
like attack of opportunity if you
Yeah, I'll take that disadvantage. Take
Okay.
advantage of the disadvantage.
Okay. So this would be a disadvantage. 14
And
to
it
hit.
misses.
Okay. All right. Next in the order is Illican.
All right, so shadow here.
Yeah,
Gabar's still over there.
the shadow is the 2D Gabar. I have a reflection thing set up. I couldn't find it, so don't worry about it.
Got it. All right. How do we want to do this? We'll just run up and claw him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Primal Savagery, 20 to hit.
get around him and flank me, you bastard.
Oh, how can I forget?
He'll drunkenly say.
That does fit my movement, right? It's gotta. Yeah, that's just within my movement. Okay.
You're a drunken master just for this fight.
Okay, I'm back. I mean, I didn't go anywhere. I was still conscious. Did you make your attack roll with advantage?
Oh, I got a 20. Does that hit?
Well, crit fish.
All right, well, crit fish.
Okay, yeah, 20 hits.
So yeah,
I
it's
think we
the
spent them
7
all today.
has-
So you will see the acid scrape across this glassy Gabar, and it does not do as much damage as you would expect it.
Hmm. All right. Well, I will maintain flanking position and end my turn.
Okay, next in the order is Sapphira.
Right. I will go over. Oh, assuming I have enough distance. Hold on. Oh yeah, I'm good. Okay. I'm just gonna go over and attack twice with the Crystal Edge. Let's
Okay.
do it. 22 and 16.
Both hit.
All right. I'll do one first level Divine Smite as well. So that's going to be 2d8. 6.
Okay, you shatter this thing into 1,000 pieces.
Oh,
Does Gabar blow up on the other side?
Was just about to ask.
I have a pretty good backup character, so it's okay.
You shatter the 2D image of Gabar. I will say, Gabar, as you ran over, like during the combat, ran over to like attack your own reflection, you couldn't pass the other side. There was like a wall keeping you from going through. But now you can freely go back and forth.
Well, Quintus, that was hurtful, but we should probably go invisible unless we want to be killing ourselves.
Listen, the spell doesn't work if it's not hurtful.
Feelings are a thing, Quintus.
Oh, damn, you lost your invisibility too, Quintus, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna redo it anyway, so
Okay.
to get more people in.
I will say, though, Gabar, you don't have to leave this room if you don't want to. Because now that I think about
I
it,
wasn't.
yeah, I was about to say, now that I think about it, once you leave, you'll see your reflection again.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on leaving.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was like, oh, you can go back and forth because your reflection's gone. That's not how reflections work.
So do we all plan on going in?
think
I think
so.
so. Whatever this dude was experimenting on is probably, you know, lost spire levels. So, see what we can find.
I can get myself and someone else in.
So I can do Sapphira, Hillican. You guys got no way to turn yourself invisible, right?
I got no way.
no.
Mhm.
I passed without
So-
trace, but I don't think that's going to work.
Nah, I guess I'll get Valen, Sapphira, and Illican. And V, can you get myself and you?
Of course. If we
And a big smile, can you do yourself?
Once, yeah.
That's all we need.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
guys
I'm
do
gonna have
that?
to wait outside.
Oh, Sapphire's the only one that can't make it in?
No, I can do Sapphira, Illican, Valen, and then V can twin spell, do us two, and then Big Smile can hidden step. And Gabar's already in there.
Yeah, and Gabar's already in.
Yeah,
Sonar
Sonar
is
has
gonna
to
be
wait
stuck
outside.
fighting all these
Sonar
things,
has to
though,
wait
is he?
outside.
Well, if you go through invisible, it doesn't make your reflection out here.
Right.
Mm.
Only if you misty stepped.
If you cheated.
Now I'm glad we didn't break all those mirrors
All right.
downstairs. We would have had to fight like a billion of us.
So I'll have to burn a spell slot to get a sorcery point back.
Okay.
And then now I can twin greater invisibility on myself and Quintus.
Oh shit. Okay. Greater invisibility.
Yeah. So now we can take actions and stuff.
Fuck. Okay. Sick.
Yeah, so then I'll cast 4th level invisibility on got like an elbow on Sapphira and hand and
Right. Right,
And
and then very suddenly everyone's gone, and you're like, "Hello, are you there? Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
there." You know, like everybody's gone.
All right, call out who's going through first. We don't want people bumping into each other. And then I'll
Easily
put a
enough.
blink back spot.
Okay.
I'll go last since I can see you all.
Oh yeah. It's like Illican didn't even go invisible.
What's the
Yeah, I
difference
guess we
between?
we were describing it as like there's like I guess an ethereal sheen. I guess basically the
Yeah.
way it looks in Baldur's Gate 3, it's like they look different so that Illican can tell they're invisible, but he can still see them.
Yes, that is exactly right. Yeah, there's like a sheen around him, like the Wonder Woman invisible plane kind of thing.
Yeah.
Those creepy walking things in Rithel of the Boreal Valley.
Oh yeah.
All right, you all make it into this chamber. That part's done. Now what?
Collection or experimentation? What are we doing first?
Probably collection. My vote.
Sure.
Absolutely. All right. So you guys open the door to the collection chamber. It is another set of stairs. So you went up a set of stairs to a landing, and then you can go up another short flight of stairs to another level of the tower. As you enter, you will see numerous mannequins, each adorned with peculiar magical garments that are arranged throughout the entire chamber. And this is a fairly large room. It seems to be about the same size as the tower itself. Some of the mannequins lay askew or have fallen over, but many of them still stand proud. Each one of them seems frozen, as it like not like frozen, but like frozen in a eternal fashion show, showcasing the pinnacle of magical tailoring and design. So there's like all kinds of shit. There is a dress that appears to be on fire. A cloak lays over one of the mannequins, and it looks like it's just blowing in the wind. Very dramatically. There is many elegant sort of wizardly robes, some of which are more masculine, some of which are more feminine, some of which are like a mix of the two. You can't really tell who this is designed for. All very colorful and ornate, some of which smell like good, like pulper, like flowers and shit. You know, like it's like perfumed clothes. There is some magical cloak. I mean, just one of them courses with electricity. It's like this sort of black cloak that appears to have electricity running through it at different like arcs around it. There's one that has a rain cloud above its head, and it just rains down on the mannequin. There's just all manner of magical clothing.
Is that what this guy's super weapon was? Just weird magical clothes?
Is there the Harry Potter cloak of invisibility somewhere?
You don't see it. Oh, but you
Yeah,
don't see
looking
it.
good.
That's
Or
right.
does he?
No, you don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, can we look around? Are any of these like Hawafui level cloaks or?
There are some magical pieces in here. You'd have to like check them out. I mean, one thing that really catches your eye is it's a set of armor, but it appears to be stitched together humanoid flesh. In it's got shoulder pads, arm bracers. It's like a full suit of armor, but it's leathery. And that's definitely magical. There's some magical, like, there's just magical shit everywhere. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I guess you start going through trying to sort the items from like disenchantment just makes it look like it's on fire from, disenchantment gives you superpowers.
What would the rest of you be doing in this chamber?
Montage fashion show.
Okay. Who's the first person to touch an article of clothing?
Fuck.
We all
Roll
sort of
disease.
unanimously agreed that we were going to touch the clothes. So who touches them first?
Big Smile, you want to roll initiative?
Yeah,
Roll
it's
initiative.
probably me.
All right. We'll say it's Big Smile.
Fuck.
Big Smile. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, I'm not so
Hmm.
good at those.
Oh, you got plus
Fuck yeah, I
three.
am.
Okay.
Not good enough.
You got a plus three?
Oh,
22.
Oh.
What?
Wait, no, hold up. He might not have been nearby you in this because this chamber is like 50 feet wide.
Oh, okay.
So he might not have been in your aura. Do you want to see if he was in your aura? Because that will make a difference.
Sure.
Okay. Big Smile.
Yep.
Even or odd, and then roll a d6.
Give me odds. Oh, sorry. /R. 1d6. Let's go.
Nice.
Hey.
You were within the aura, and it helps you. So here's what happens. You touch an article of the clothing, and as soon as your hand makes contact with the fabric, a surge of magical energy washes out of the mannequin itself, and you feel it kind of hit you in the head, and you fall backwards and like almost like you're asleep, but you wake back up.
Oh. Just pack a punch. Be careful.
Sapphira's just kind of like standing nearby and just. I don't know how much we want to go rummaging through all this. They seem to be just sparking with arcane energy. Maybe it's better to just look at a distance.
Kid, I don't know if you want to go cast and identify on every single thing in this room. I don't know how we sift through it all.
Try touching it again. Maybe it won't do it again.
You tried touching it this time.
I'm not touching that. It's not my style.
Where's the shield guardian when we need him?
He didn't make it in. Bolin will say fuck it and touch the thing that you just touched. Nothing happens.
Fuck.
She rolled really good.
That's bullshit.
The thing that you touched though was this wizard robe. It's sort of tight and black, and it's got these sort of blue like designs on it, and every so often an arc of electricity crosses around it as if it like sparks with electricity on its own.
Very cool.
Yeah, Valen starts stripping the mannequin.
I mean, Gabar, you're smarter than me. Maybe you can take the hit, but that thing really seemed to pack a punch.
You want me to take a hit so that you can have this cloak of billowing?
I mean, it does smell faintly of brimstone. How do you say no to that?
Is there anything that looks like it actually might be useful before we just walk out of here looking like the gaudiest group of adventurers to ever walk the Sword Coast?
There was a people armor.
The people armor is about but there's also like a cloak of many fashions, a cloak of billowing, and a bunch of really cool. Like, imagine the coolest outfit your character could wear. It's in here.
Damn. I mean, I'm already tarps off. Doesn't get any cooler than that.
Is there an even fluffier, furrier coat than the one I have on?
Not so much coats.
Okay. More just robes.
And dresses and suits.
Don't worry, they let themselves get cold up here. That's for peasants.
We're just gonna come out like dressed in the Met Gala.
Except for like magic, minor illusion, a red carpet everywhere we go from here on out. Let's do the I'm gonna start casting. I'm just gonna trace like this arcane sigil around the flesh armor.
Mhm.
And after 10 minutes, I'm gonna poke it with my pearl to try to cast identify on it and
Don't
try
let
to
it
succeed
possess
on
you.
that.
Here's
And I'm
the
gonna toss
issue.
the D8.
It is a touch spell, right? Like you do have.
It is. And so, but yeah, so like the way that I've always done it, at least, is like I could like do the arcane sigil, and then at the end I touch it to finish the spell.
I understand that, but the specifics of the thing that
It
happened,
is.
it is by touch. So
Mhm.
mechanically, it's like touch.
Go stand
touch.
by
Okay.
him, Sapphira.
So Sapphira stands by. You get a D. What was it? D8. Quintus. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Is this a magic effect?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, then great. I get advantage at that too. Intelligence saving throw. I'm
With
in
the
the
aura.
aura and
Yeah.
a D8. I can't roll lower than a 20.
Yeah. So you with the aura you succeed. So the
I'm gonna hold on to that.
the same magical energy sort of knocks you back, but you are fine, and you can finish your spell. And let's see if I have that item. Yeah.
Plus 10 advantage. We might just be able to brute force it.
And advantage because it's magic. So yeah, we could walk out of here looking real fly.
Plus
Um,
10 advantage with the aura and the bardic. Like that's pretty.
That was my last bardic for short rest.
Well, you can save it if you need it. You haven't used it yet.
You get all of that, even the curse part. The curse is not hidden by any means.
Wow.
God dang, what the heck?
Whew. Wow.
Mm-hmm. We're just gonna leave this one here.
I mean, looks nice.
It looks creepy as hell.
Okay, actually, now that I look at it at another angle, it doesn't. Okay, never mind.
I might want to remove that curse first.
Removing the curse is part of the item. It's if you remove the curse, then you lose the attunement. I would believe.
No.
Oh, so the remove curse just fixes the item.
Technically speaking, yes.
Does anyone need magical armor as of now?
Leather.
And I could make use of it. I'd prefer not to have aversion to fire with my history with the 9 hells.
I can, if we put it in the bag, I can get rid of the curse and you can don it tomorrow.
Sure, it does the good stuff though. Like it definitely does all that stuff because it looks fucking gross.
It's disgusting.
You can just
Absolutely
put
abhorrent.
you have like a coat you can wear over it.
I'm not gonna let that shit touch my skin.
I mean, yeah, and at this point, you can touch it and remove the armor if you want. You get the sense that it's a glyph of warding. So the trigger has been activated, the glyph fades. Now you're good to go.
All right. I mean, if you want to put it in the bag until you can remove the curse.
Okay, it would be helpful.
Yeah, otherwise, I think maybe Illiken is the only other person that would really make use of that. But I don't know. Immutable form, that would fuck you up your whole deal.
Yeah.
What's your AC, Quintus?
Oh yeah, that would. Yeah, totally.
Right now I got a 15.
Yeah,
So this would put me at 16.
definitely.
Well, I'm trying to see if I can even attune to another magic.
Well, you-
It
you
You
don't want
literally
that.
couldn't
Thing.
use it.
Yeah, it would. You couldn't wild shape if you wore it.
No, I know. I'm just thinking like if there's another piece of clothing in here,
I see.
that might look good.
I didn't think of that too. Attunement slots. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
hold
'cause
on
I
to it
think-
though,
Oh, yeah.
maybe.
I mean, yeah.
I think
you
I'm
guys
getting full up on attunement slots.
Worst case scenario, we sell it to some poor schmuck back in 10 towns. Maybe trade it for a prosthetic arm or something. I don't know.
I think I have
I
one
think there's
slot.
some pieces of an arm right there.
no prosthetic limbs, unfortunately.
I'm not touching that anymore.
All right, you guys can bag the armor, no problem. Take a couple minutes to get it all off the mannequin. But yeah. Does anybody
Is there
else want any cool shit in here?
Can I survey? Is there anything else that stands out to be like that looks fucking magical?
I mean, all of the clothes look magical, not to the effect of like, will it help my armor class and my, shit like that? Probably.
Well, magical and like this was like a suit of armor made of skin.
No.
Like, is there anything
No.
like combat oriented?
No, definitely not.
But there's a cloak of many fashions in here.
Oh yeah, probably 2 of them.
Kind of like that.
We're still
And
got
a
the
cloak of
experimentation
bellowing.
chamber.
That's true. That's true too.
That's
Do
fine.
it
Those
tune
are
to those, do you?
those are three outfits that can all make us look great.
Do you don't have to attune to those, do you?
No.
Alright,
Oh,
very
maybe the
interesting.
cloak of many fashions.
Oh, if you have to attune to it, then I'm out. That was like
Nope. No attunement required.
cool. We're coming back for those.
You mentioned there was like a cloak surging with electricity. Was that the thing that Valin took?
Yeah, Valen took it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a wizard's robe. It looks very Netherese. She's definitely gonna have that on tomorrow morning.
What about you said there was some kind of piece of clothing that was creating like rain or water or something?
Yeah. There is a like sort of tunic, pants, outfit thing. It's like sleeveless. It's got like deep V neck, and above head is like a rain cloud, and it's constantly raining on it, and the blackness of the outfit has a sheen to it, and when the water touches it, it sort of rolls off of it, and it creates this really interesting like oil and water kind of in a parking lot kind of pattern on the outfit.
Interesting. Yeah, Elikin will go up to that. He will touch it.
Yeah. Okay, make an intelligence saving throw.
This might be bad.
We didn't dispel.
Wait.
Should have got to combine to it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Got a little too hasty there.
So he reached his hand out like he was gonna grab it. Everyone's like, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Part of me wanted to
Oh,
see
he
how
touched
bad
it.
the
No,
effect
she-
would be.
No. All right. So what's up? What are you guys doing?
So you dispel it then?
You want it that bad? It looks like it just makes you wet. But
You know what? Screw it. Let's. I'm doing it.
Hey!
Hey, there we
Baller
go.
move. What a baller move. Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Everyone's like, no. And he's like, nah. He grabs it. And yeah,
Take it.
you get blasted backwards. You stand back up, brush yourself off, and grab onto this outfit.
Must be that hard to resist.
Here's the thing. It appears kind of a little too tight in the chest for you, right? But as you pick it up and sort of put it up against yourself to like see if it would fit, it gets bigger. As if you went to put it on your body, it would form to your body.
Oh, very cool. Can someone tell me what this is?
Book of wetness.
It's basically just an outfit. that has a rain cloud above you that makes it rain on you. But the rain is an illusion and you do not get wet. That's it. That's the effect. If Gabar identified it, it would say, makes it look like you're getting rained on, but there is no, it doesn't, it's just an illusion.
Like in the Notebook.
Does he take it just for the drip?
Oh,
Fucking- that was awesome, dude. The whole thing, that whole thing for a bit, Geo, for a fucking bit. Yo, take an inspiration, dog.
I didn't. I came up with that like 2 seconds ago, but thanks.
What a boss! Oh my
The whole
god!
thing for a bit. All right. That's hilarious. Okay, we're good. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Onto the experimentation chamber.
Yeah, let's check out the other room.
Okay, do you want to just like throw this thing on Illican, or do you want to like pocket it for now? Your outfit.
I mean, this room seems relatively safe, right?
Yeah.
They'll just pop it on. You don't
Sure,
care if anyone sees him dressing, you know, he's
Hey,
just
you take off the antlers and you know the cloaks, and you throw it on and put your shit back on. I mean, yeah, it's like super nice. You look fancy as fuck.
fitting outfit for my title in my clan.
Oh, it is.
imagine him like the Beauty and the Beast part where he
Whoa.
comes out like wearing all the nice clothes.
Yeah. That was why
And
he went for it actually, because
He is like Storm Chaser, dude. That would be so crazy for these fucking Sky Tower people because they don't do magic like that. You know what I mean? So just
You
seeing this
can't ever
dude,
kill them. It's an illusion.
yeah, and just it's constantly raining on him is so fucking gnarly.
Yeah, like when
Dude,
he's
that was
sitting
awesome.
sitting at the head of the clan feast or
Yes.
whatever with the
Oh, that's so fucking sick. Okay, cool. All right, you guys head back downstairs, and you go back up to this iron door. You pull on the handle. There's an arcane lock.
How many spells you got left, kid?
That won't stop me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast knock on this thing.
Cast knock. Kabam! There's this loud ringing noise, and the door is unlocked. You want to open it up?
No, I want big smile too, but
Oh,
I want to go in. No, I'll push it open with the arcane lock dispelled. It should be okay.
Good. All right. You will see before you a chamber with 4 lavish, overstuffed chairs facing the door. On one side is a table with a candle and a few pages of notes. Chained to the 3 chairs, or to 3 of the to 3 of the chairs, are desiccated corpses. Along the wall, suspended from the ceiling, are more decaying corpses, but they are dressed in the tattered remains of ornate clothing. There is an ornate golden chest that rests on its side on the floor beside the table. So there is 4 chairs. 3 of them have corpses in them that are chained to the chairs. There are like 6 corpses hanging from the ceiling along the walls, wearing like fancy clothes. There is a table with notes that are scattered on it, and some of the books and stuff have spilled out onto the floor. And there is a golden chest in the corner of the room that's like toppled over. But the room looks pristine and like beautiful.
It's kind of weird. This gives me more vibe of the necromancy tower than illusion. What's all these dead hanging corpses?
Trying to make their outside look a lot more pleasant than the inside.
If I try and speed walk to the notes on the floor, does Flint race me?
Yes.
I'll let her win. I want her to touch
okay.
them first.
She looks over at the notes and begins sort of pouring through them. Nothing.
Those in common?
No. So Professor Scant will be with her. What would you guys like to do?
Take a look at the chest.
Yeah, sure. Chest is unlocked. Yeah, it sure is. As you write it right side up, flip it open. Inside is a golden statuette of this really strange looking wizard. He's got like sort of Elvis Presley hair, but it's like taller, and he's wearing like crazy ornate clothes. He's got this very avant-garde glasses, like sunglasses on, like one's a triangle and one's a square. This appears to be a statuette, a golden statuette of High Illusionist Azamar. It's probably only worth like 10 gold. You will find a baggie that's filled with powdered ruby. It's about 1,500 gold pieces worth. In the bottom of this trunk, you will see a set of weaver's tools. So like sewing needles and, you know, stuff to make clothes, little bolts of cloth and stuff like that. And two other interesting things. A makeup kit that's in this sort of little gold box. And a little box, like an incense box. And when you pop it open, it's filled with little jars of paint. You get the feeling that the paint and the makeup kit are magical. As well as probably minor magical effects on the weaver's tools, like they can sew by themselves.
Okay. It's all getting added to the treasure stash, I think.
Yep.
I don't think it is all getting added to the treasure stash.
What would the rest of you like to be doing in this time?
Those pigments you picked up look marvelous.
They do look marvelous.
Check out some of these corpses.
Yes. As you sort of look at the corpses in the chairs, you will see that each one has a strange metallic device that comes off the head of the chair with a sharp sort of claw on the center of their forehead and two other claws that wrap around the side of the head that open their eyes wide. The faces of which have like long since decayed. Let me make sure. One of the corpses in the chairs appears as though acid has burned through his whole entire face. Where there's barely, it's like barely recognizable as a skull. The other two, they're just sit there. They don't have anything, like any visible effects on them.
But they are still in the chairs with their eyes peeled open.
Yeah.
Are they all looking at the same direction?
Their eyes have long since like decayed into nothingness, little shriveled nothingness.
But like the direction of the chairs, are they all facing the same way, or are they
Face like a central, like they face the door, kind of.
Okay.
Think they're feeling chatty, V, or are they too far gone?
I'm sure. I'm sure they could be chatty, I guess, but I'm limited on the number of times I can do this. I'm kind of running low on my abilities.
I think we're gonna have to bed down soon, anyways.
But
Um,
it
some-
doesn't seem like anyone else is important to talk to, maybe.
You will note, those of you who with a decent perception are just sort of looking around the room, that the corpses that are hanging from the walls have either suffocated from extremely tight clothing, had some sort of acid on their face, melt their whole face off, and some of them have no at all apparent like cause of death, as if whatever kind of killed them was something within their own mind.
Just maybe like the reject pile for all the fancy ones we found next door.
How is making clothes this lethal?
Boleyn, after reading through some of the notes, will give you a couple of pieces of information. Firstly, this Ajamar is the inventor of what he calls glamour weave, which is a special kind of clothing and makeup that can illusory make you look like whatever you want, and it can, similar to the clothes that you've seen upstairs. Like, there is a glamour weave on the outfit that Illican is currently wearing. It is like magical threads that have made up, and also magical makeup that can have like butterflies fly on your face and shit like that. Some of his experiments to get it to this point were deadly to people. The other thing that she learns is that this guy is not so this high illusionist is not so much a like there was probably better illusion wizards in Yithrin. He was just the face. He had all the lavish parties and stuff like that. He was sort of just doing the job for Iriel Arthas.
The Lost Spire was probably a better illusionist.
I mean, that guy turned illusions to reality. This guy just made everyone look really fucking stupid. But
It was the Lost Spire, not one of the towers here in.
it
This is
was
the
a
illusion
tower.
tower.
It was a tower, but it wasn't the illusion tower.
Oh,
I remember that the notes that he aspired to usurp Ajamar. He wanted to be the High Illusionist.
Shit.
Thought he was better. Probably was.
Yeah, that guy was way better.
Yeah, you get the sense that this is some more of that propaganda kind of shit,
I mean, going through that tower, we ended up able to casting actual illusion magic.
I mean, this is illusion
There's
magic.
just clothes inside.
And now we know, now that we know more about the politics of this city, I'm inclined to say that that Temple of Mistral had something to do with the reason this person wasn't High Illusionist.
What do you mean?
If they're dedicated to Mistral, they're not going to be dedicated as hard as they could to Uriel Arthas.
Hmm.
Uriel Arthas was looking for people close to his ring. Not necessarily the best ones.
All right. I mean, we got the saying for the arcane octid. We got some of this guy's fancy clothes. We know what's going on in this tower. Is there anything else we need to look at here?
Guess we're good. There's nothing else illusory in here.
Do you think if we take some of the food we order from that menu out of the tower that it just turns to dust or something, or can we keep it?
We're gonna find
Oh, we should
out.
test that out.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You guys want to head back downstairs?
Yeah, I leave the room saying, I don't really get fashion anyway.
You
I
all
will-
exit out through the mirror, the magic mirror, and are in this sort of the den of Mystique, right? This fucking elegant room with, like smoke that fills it and like fucking dancing lights and all kinds of really just awesome stuff. This is like a club. It's like a hangout. It's like a nightclub.
Are we staying here for the night?
Quintus lets us.
I mean, we stay here and risk Arcane Blight, or we go to the Conjuration Tower, risk Avarice getting the jump on us because we have to trek back and forth.
How far is
Do you
the Conjuration Tower from the Illusion Tower? It's on the opposite side of the city, isn't it?
Kinda.
Do you think the mirror was a alternate plane, however you call it?
Like we casted spells in there, right? We still felt the stank.
Yeah. I will say, now that you guys have had some exposure to it, I may or may not have run it differently before, but upon further research. And now you guys are starting to get the hint too. It's radiation, right? It doesn't matter if you don't sleep in it. You still have spent all day here, right? So I may have ruled it the Conjuration Tower helps. It might help a little because it shaves a couple of hours off of the amount of radiation that you're getting. But like you're still just hanging out in radiation all day.
Okay, I see. It's not like whispers of madness coming in the night.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Which I might have previously run it that way because I was like convinced that you guys like of what you guys were saying, but upon further research, like it's
that makes sense.
It's latent radiation. So all day, if you spend all day out here, it's just you're gonna have to save against it. It might be better if you go to the Conjuration Tower because, like I said, it's going to take some time off of the amount of radiation exposure that you're getting. But
I mean, if we're fucked in this stuff all day anyways, we might as well be comfy while we sleep here.
I guess so.
I must concur.
so
What's the
what do you
game
guys
plan
wanna do?
for?
You do have like a
tomorrow?
couple of hours. I'll say you guys have like at least 2 hours before you should start bedding down because there wasn't like anything too crazy in this place.
Does this seem like it's the top of the tower?
The collection room was the top of the tower.
Oh, okay,
This room just looks like the top of the tower. It's just an illusion.
So we've got two towers less, and I guess no word from Graham Egg or.
Can I look through his eyes?
Yeah, you want to look through Grimm's eyes?
Yes.
He's staring at the fog surrounding the illusion tower.
That's not good.
You told him to come back if you saw anything, right?
Tell him to come find us if Avarice got in the city.
Fuck.
And he's outside, so sounds like she's in the city. All right. We should post up here, set watches, all that fun stuff.
Where's Shieldsy?
Downstairs. Outside.
Probably by where Grim is at.
Well, Grim stayed out of the fog. But Shield Guardian is unaffected by it, so he's probably right at the base of the tower.
Okay.
At least that means he's probably a little bit hidden. If she sees that big shield guardian, she's gonna know where we are.
She's here. This is a pretty well fortified tower.
That's true.
The other option, I don't even like it. Hunt her down, get the jump on her. But seeing that we're starting to get tapped and she's probably fresh.
I mean, I like that plan for tomorrow. Instead of trying to hunt down these last two towers, hunt down her if we know she's in the city. Can you locate her?
I can locate her.
I mean, maybe we take a play out of the page out of the playbook earlier with the Ice Devil.
That plan? Take care of
Maybe
the
we could lead her
biggest threat
into one of
first.
those. Maybe if there's one of those spaces where it
A dead magic
destroys
zone?
magic. Correct. Yeah. If we might could lead her into something like that and get the drop on her.
Bolin will say,
Someone-
if Avarice is here, then our time is running out. We only have 2 towers left. And an impenetrable force field could separate us from her. If we could just get the final 2 pieces of the arcane octid and enter through this force field, it would have been possible for her to reach us. At least until she gets the right herself and figures out that it exists in the first place. Remember, we didn't know about it coming in. She likely doesn't either.
We've also cleared the
She's
way
probably
for
going
her.
to be look for her.
Not entirely.
Still
No.
fucking Faerun wandering around.
She's going to be searching for us though. She
How's
probably
that
knows
thing?
we're here.
Once we cast this arcane octid, that doesn't shut the whole force field down. It just lets us go through the force field.
From what all of you understand about it, yes.
All right. I mean,
That's why it's like an individual thing, right? Like it's a ritual that each person does so that it doesn't just shut down, it allows you to pass through it.
While we're here, are there masks that we're gonna need to like get so we can actually do this ritual?
Not that you've seen.
Not in the collection room.
No, no, I don't think so.
Maybe we just have to change our appearance. Like illusion.
Might be
Isn't
dicey
that
for
magical
Or if they have
makeup
like
does
a-
do that?
What if they have like a piece of cloth and just like cut some eye holes in it?
True.
We also have a solid gold mask.
Yeah, that's the librarian's mask. The mummy librarian. One of the mummy librarians. There used to be a bunch of them. You found one.
I mean, if we get through the force field, to what end are we trying to tap into the Mythalar to get the power of the crystals to fight Avarice or Oral or what?
We've just been sprinting at it headlong. Haven't even stopped to consider what we actually fucking do when we get there.
I'm not thinking the same thing myself.
Well, didn't you guys change the weather with the tiny morning star sun? What is it called?
The
That was
remember what it's
way
called.
back.
Yeah.
That's the first time I died.
The Summer Star.
Summer Star. That was this big. The Mythalar is 50 feet in diameter.
And I
So,
think
I
we
mean-
we suspected that the obelisk was connected to the Mythalar's magic being sucked out, but we don't exactly know. Right?
The spindle.
Spindle.
Well, yeah, the spindle sucked it out, but I just looked it up on my notes. Like the obelisk might be connected to the spindle doing that somehow, but we're not sure yet.
We don't know what that
That's what I had
does.
written. Yeah, we
Has something to
gotta.
do with time travel. We learned, right?
Yeah.
Well, it has to do with chronomancy.
Whatever
Girl
that
Earth is
is.
trying to make a ninth school of magic.
Well, until we know what the obelisk does and how everything works, I don't even know if we can make a plan before going in, doing the ritual.
I mean, that's the thing. If we get in there, we're still running around trying to figure out what's what, how to turn things on or off, and how they're connected. Like, Avarice can get the jump on us again for the third time. At least right now, there's a point in time where she doesn't know what's going on in here, and we know where she is. Like, if we got to go face to face with Avarice, this might be our best chance.
I'm just saying, all these things that we use to track her familiars, spells, she has access to all those same resources. Getting the jump on her might be just as difficult. She could be
She's been
seeing
able
us
to find us and take our shit like 6 times already. So
twice, but yes.
Feels like 6.
It feels like more, yeah.
We do have a head up in her for all of the clues we have for the Arcane Octet, too.
Right, so we go up against her, we lose, and we hand over all that information directly to her.
Or we can just continue on and just get
And
the
go
last
through
two.
the force field. That's
through the force field.
Valin's like highest suggestion because you are literally untouchable at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to
So I'm
perform
kind
the
of leaning
ritual.
towards that.
To get through the force field.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, because like, you have to perform the ritual to get through the force field,
Right.
right? So
And she doesn't even know
Yeah.
the ritual exists.
That's right.
yeah, that seems like the play.
Oh, fuck, you know what we should do then? We'll go back into this tower, and that part of the wall where it's the arcane octet is carved in, just fucking break that part of the wall, and then she can't complete the octet.
Do we do that?
it doesn't matter if she completes it or not. This is the castle all over again. We're going to go in there, fix everything, and then as soon as we leave, there she is waiting for us.
I mean, assuming all goes well, we'll have the power of a Mythalar on our side. So I think we just kind of think about her bursting into flames and it happens.
That's how Scriven Scry learned Finger of Death.
But the bigger issue is there's a spindle that's stopping us from using that, and we got to get it off this plane of existence.
And if those premonitions from the well mean anything, Oral's about to bust in here too and really fuck our day up.
And that's not going to happen that's going to happen pretty soon.
Who knows?
Well, if the
Oral
Reichhead
does-
War is already started and Avadris is already here, what do you think is next?
Yeah.
Well, if Oral does come, maybe she can at least take out this Uriel Arthas for us.
Fuck, that'd be a sick battle. Oral versus Uriel Arthas.
Of course, we would probably be caught in the crossfire. So circling back, I think we should do as Berlin says and move fast, complete the trial.
Yeah,
If you
that's
guys-
even. It's even
Go
more
ahead.
reason to get our hands on the Mythalar ASAP. We're gonna need that if Oral comes here herself.
If you guys want to go through the force field first, I'm with you. I'm just saying, I think we can take Avarice now. Gabar, you said, what if we lose? We got to give her all the information. I don't think we're gonna lose. I think we can get her.
All it takes is her getting close enough to read one of our minds and, teleport away with that information. And we don't even properly know what she can do, short of teleport and fuck our shit up.
So what's the team vote then? Get through the force field. Should prioritize the last 2 towers.
I think so.
I agree.
It kind of sounded like you were leaning that way too.
I think it is the best course of action.
Sorry, B. I think we're outnumbered here.
Is Grim within 100 feet of me technically?
Speak to me. What do you want?
Well, he clearly saw Avarice come in.
Yes.
I want to know how many people were with her.
And you're just like trying to
Telepathically communicate. As the spell says, as long as I'm within 100 feet of my familiar, I can telepathically communicate.
Can you post it for me?
Sure.
Holy fuck.
It's like halfway through the spell.
So something that I am sort of adamant on, and I went into detailed research about it with Cobalt and Yarnaby, is that the familiar cannot like communicate with you. You can just sort of tell it what to do in 100 feet. So it's not like it can talk back. That was the special thing about Yarnaby, right? Was that he was like able to communicate.
Okay, so but if I can be face to face with Grim, I can say blink as many times as there's people with her.
Technically speaking, yes.
All right, I'm gonna snap Grim to me.
Okay.
Grim appears
fair.
on my shoulder, and I'm gonna say,
The workaround is a little sketchy, but I will.
"Is that? I
allow
mean,
it.
if you say no, then you say no."
Fuck it. I mean, technically speaking, yes.
I
So
mean,
I
Yarnaby
will.
could also like communicate like ideas and emotions. This is just like numbers. Like
Yes. So it's yes, exactly. Okay. Let me give you a good
This is
idea.
that big stone head thing that like blinked to communicate all over again.
Oh, Will, I love how you're always like stretching the rules, to their most flexible point.
teaching Grim Morse code.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, geez, binary. Binary's quicker. Look, I love rules as written, but rules as written always has loopholes.
Like 28.
Ooh, shit. Yeah, no, be like, wait, we are. She's got an army with
He just
her.
keeps blinking, and you're like, "What? No, I said, tell me how many."
Something to your iPod? I was trying to...
It's like one more zero than it should be.
She has her whole entourage with her.
Yeah, no, we are not going. No, we are not head to head against Avarice tomorrow.
That is a proper retinue.
We are doing the Lynch plan because Big Smile, we in fact cannot take her.
Oh, 26. I'm sorry, 26.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
You can
Well,
take
only
26.
26.
All the difference in the world.
I mean, not all 26 are like high level casters, though.
I mean,
imagine. Some are
technically,
just-
like when I'm looking at the tokens, it doesn't look like that much. But I guess, yeah, theoretically, I'm real zoomed out. So I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
Something
On our-
something action economy. Like
Well,
yeah,
maybe we just
yeah.
give them time to catch a arcane blight and let them deal with those
Yeah.
emotions. Definitely not something pleasing.
Yeah, Tomb Tapper could bring that down to 22, definitely.
That's true. So maybe we do just go through the force field, see if there's like, kind of war of attrition, see if any of their numbers dwindle, and then
All right, I'm on board.
when the Snowdrifter story gets written in the annals of history, I want it as a footnote that I think we can take them here and now. But I'm with V. I'll concede. Let's get through this force field then.
All right. What would you guys like to do? What are we doing right now? We're hanging out in the den of the Mystique, the den of Mystique.
Yeah,
So,
we were just talking, lounging around.
I'll pull out the what was the vial? What did it say? Like hatred or agony, or
Agony.
something?
Agony.
Yeah.
Agony.
I'll shake it and say, "Do we dare want to take a little sip
Actually,
here?"
well, while you guys are sitting there, you also find like some more drugs. Like there is a hookah that has what is it called in it? It's like
Cocaine.
dream vapor. Hold up, I'll tell you exactly what it says it's called. Mordane vapor, also known as dream mist.
Interesting.
Like in a hookah that you could smoke it.
Skooma.
And like upon further investigation, there's like a couple of bodies in here that you can't see.
And I start crawling around on the floor trying to feel for a skeleton.
Yeah, you find one.
I'll try and grab its head and
Yep.
I'll want to try and speak with it. Doesn't have to be
You-
right now, but if anybody else
You
is doing
can
that.
hold the head, and as you sort of pull it up, detach it from the skeleton, it appears.
Did we want to see what the guys up in experimentation were watching, or talk to this one?
Well, I got 2. Technically 3, I guess.
I'm not even sure what to ask these guys.
Ask them what agony does.
Mainly my own curiosity, but sure. I'll begin the casting.
Okay. You reach to the other side and pull at this poor wizard's soul, and you bring it back to you.
Well, hello, friend. Do tell what happened in your last moments.
He will say that a great dragon appeared from the sky and crushed him to death.
Well, it seems like he may have been under the influence of some kind of powerful magic, or there was definitely a dragon in this room.
I'm not sure, sir. So sure I want to try agony anymore.
Can I ask him what that potion does that Big Smile's holding?
Sure. Yeah, he'll say that that's liquid pain. If you drink it, it is the most excruciating pain that you have ever felt in your entire life for like a couple of seconds. And it is followed by hours of intense pleasure.
Oh man, I don't know how I want to say this to Gavar. I mean, big smile.
Someone,
Joking.
someone called this. Didn't one of you guys say earlier that
Gabar
these,
said
like,
it was pleasure.
illusion wizards are so fucked up? They
Alright.
need like the most intense sensations just to feel anything.
I'll tell him. Supposedly it's not pleasant at first, but it does get pretty good. Makes you feel good, I guess.
It's only 1 hour, by the way. I thought it was hours. That's a different one.
You'll definitely be happy for an hour. I'll say that.
Well, if I'm ever wrong and we can't take them, make sure to shove this potion down my throat last.
Like morphine.
Yeah, this is like the beaches in Normandy morphine hits.
How many minutes? Or never mind. He probably just didn't. He just said that. That's not one of my questions. I don't want to ask. All right. Before you saw the dragon, who was the last person you saw?
He will say that he is unsure. It was either his father, who's been dead for many years, or his girlfriend.
I was just tripping balls before he
I
died.
think they would
Yeah.
definitely, yes. I'm not sure. I think. Yes, I'm not sure. Something is going on in here that did this to these people. That is for sure. Might not be the best idea to stay here.
I
How
think
did
with
think he
Christian
was
died,
just tripping out.
He was tripping out and then he got crushed. Is that what happened?
I think he thinks he got crushed. I think he was just hallucinating on all these fucked up drugs.
I think so as well.
Yeah, he may have died in the crash.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anything else we want to ask? Maybe about the tower or about Ajimar? Or Iriel Altus?
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling these guys wouldn't know too much about Uriel Arthas, but we could ask.
Should we ask if there was anything weird about the anything you want meal option?
Is there the food creation magical thing? Is something worrisome about it, or what exactly does it do?
He's like, not at all. The most delicious food I've ever had. But he will say,
Perfectly.
the best part is you can eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and never get full.
It's the complete opposite of a good berry.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't think about it.
that makes sense as Gabar's like scarfing down his fourth steak already.
Yeah. Yeah. And you will notice after, if you really are consuming all this food, you will notice you do not feel any more full than when you started. But the sensations of eating
Taste,
it, the
yeah.
smell, the taste, it going down your throat, all of that is there.
But is it like satisfying, or am I getting hungry?
No,
Like,
you're
it's
not
not doing
getting more
anything.
so hungry. It's just
But it's okay.
not at all. It is not.
Well, I just meant like
filling
if it was
at
just
all.
like illusion food and doesn't actually have any sustenance behind it.
Yeah, it's
Or does
chips.
That's probably what you're getting from it, is that it's just illusion food. It feels real. It tastes real. It goes down your throat real. All of that is real, except when it hits your stomach, there's nothing there.
No calories, nice.
You're just drinking water that tastes really good.
Kinda. Plus mouthfeel.
You're not even getting hydrated now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do what are the next two towers we got to get into? Any chance one of these blokes just randomly knows how to get into like the evocation tower or something?
Sure. You ever been in the evocation tower? What's the way in?
He will say. Excuse me. He will say that High Evoker Zadalus is a prick. Is a what's the word? What's that Greek god that likes to look at his own reflection?
Narcissist.
Yeah, he's a fucking narcissistic prick.
What was his name?
No, he was not an evoker.
High Evoker
Zadalus.
Zadalus.
Thank you.
You get the feeling he's talking about him the way that a nerd would talk about a jock.
Yeah, because what didn't he have
Mm.
like 17 or years running of chain lightning championships?
Yeah.
How did you remember that?
That was it. He's gone.
Yeah, the skull just the spirit fades away.
Drop him.
It disappears back into the illusion.
Really? That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
If I lay down,
Yeah,
Do
you're
I
still in it. Yeah,
disappear?
you're still there.
Interesting.
I will say, if you drop a pen, it will disappear.
They're objects. Or not.
So, well, what's the game plan tomorrow then? Wake up bright and early, sprint to the evocation tower. Are we gonna fuck around in the tower, or just get the arcane octid and then go to the next tower?
Well, what's closer, the evocation or the other one?
Let's find out. The evocation one. No, actually, I think you're like split snack dab in the between
Yeah,
the
we're in
two.
the middle.
You are. There's one here and one here. This is evocation. This is enchantment. Enchantment, evocation.
I say we hit enchantment first, and then we can. Oh wait, sorry. Whichever one's close to the obelisk, we do second, and then hit those at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yep,
I agree.
that works.
Yep. So it would be enchantment first, evocation second.
Enchantment, then evocation. Yep.
All right, that's the plan.
That's
Is
good
there
to
anything
me.
else? Do you guys want to take a long rest here?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I will sleep by, or I'll sleep a little closer to V just so she can get my aura.
Okay. Does anybody eat more food?
Well, yeah.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
filling. It's not filling, but like it really is like eating really good food.
Yeah, I would cook up, order up some like grilled squid on a skewer. I don't know. We grew up in Luskin. I'm sure there's like lots of like seafood street eats type of thing.
Yep. Absolutely.
Something good and salty and nostalgic like that.
Yeah, it's like
Everyone-
the best version you've ever had.
Remember to take your vitamins with your meal. He'll sprinkle some good berries on everyone's illusionary food.
Yeah. Quintus will give it at some point and just make like the homiest tavern stew and just put a good berry in it.
Cool.
Now it's a whole meal.
Now it is a meal. Yeah. The only issue is the alcohol doesn't get you drunk.
Damn, I was
That
wondering
is an
about that.
issue.
How
That's
many
a
beers do
big
we get?
issue.
Is that an issue? You can drink all
Yeah.
you want.
It's exactly. It's super gluttonous. This whole thing, this whole place is very gluttonous.
Yeah.
We'll pull out some fish liquor to solve that problem.
As soon as you uncork it, it's just
Getting
totally
more
kill-
alcoholic by the
totally
day.
kills the vibe of this
Been
place.
fermenting in there.
Yeah.
No, I don't want this anymore.
More powerful than a 9th level illusion.
All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do before we take a long rest? Yes.
Yeah, I'm before we bed. I actually probably like right after that conversation about avarice ends and we start wolfing down this food. Is I'm gonna quick cast scrying on her and just try to get an idea of what she's up to.
Absolutely. What kind of save does she need to make?
It's
Oh, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. I'll
Wisdom.
look
It's
it
a
up.
wisdom saving throw, and she has
-4.
Okay, so +0, and then you have something of her, so yeah, -4.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's a -4 to the save. I am. Yep. What wisdom save?
wisdom. Yes.
What's your DC?
17.
She fails just barely. And she gets advantage. But she just fails. So here's okay. You will see. Avarice. It's definitely in the city. You can see around her is a slew of her cultists, the knights of the Black Sword. All of them wearing their little charlatan necklaces and whatnot. You can tell. Actually, make a perception check. Okay. You will see around her is her whole retinue, but also a couple of like blue-skinned imps. Excuse me. Sort of circling around her group, as if summoned by some of her cultists. She appears to be in. Are you guys in the thing? Yes. She appears to be in this section of the city. You could sort of make out the back of the Chain Lightning Stadium, or like the Chain Lightning Stadium behind her. She's like, must be just entering this little section of the city. She is commanding her people around. They are sort of splitting up and splitting off. But you can tell that she's pointing her staff up into the air as if she's directing them towards something. But it does appear as though they are trying to camp out. But not yet. They're like going to get set up for camp soon. But they look great. Like they look like they have encountered no issues on the way in.
Shocking. Well, they're making camp, so I don't think they're going to be coming at us tonight. That said, they could find us first thing in the morning if they take an early start.
I mean, a couple little imps, those black sword guys. Like that all only counts as one.
I guess it's a good thing this liquor doesn't get us drunk, because we should get a head start early.
Yeah. For first thing, early as we can. Get out to the outskirts, get that last tower, and then hoof it back towards the center. Do we want to waste time exploring every level, or is the primary goal just to get the arcane octet words and get out?
No.
So we play it by ear.
It's evocation and what's the tower we're going
Enchantment.
to? Enchantment. That's right. Ooh, enchantment.
All right, is there anything else before you guys take a long rest? All right,
No.
you take watches, I assume.
Yeah, this time we'll want to, I think.
Yeah. Let's do it.
You guys are undisturbed, so it doesn't.
Now that we've gotten into the tower successfully, is it easier getting in and out of here, or is it still like a total mind nightmare?
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Terrible
nine mind nightmare to leave for sure.
All right. Fuck.
But I guess like because you know it's coming, you can just make one
Okay.
bolt through, yeah, instead of like reaching the base of the tower trying to find the thing and like you weren't expecting it, you were just hearing shit and you're like, what the hell? Instead of standing around, now you guys know what's gonna happen, so you can bolt through. So we'll just say it's just one save instead of a succession of trying to find shit and making your way through.
Man, that would suck. Like every time you want to like come party here, you have to like kind of go through some trials and tribulations to like
Well,
make me.
that effect might be just a sort of corruption of the latent illusion magic here. That probably wasn't there. I'm trying to find my notes on this fucking thing that fucks you up.
This is the 7th now, right?
Arcane Blight.
This feels like the beginning of the end here.
Yeah, it is.
I'm getting a bit nervous.
Yeah, it definitely is. I just like plotted out the last sort of leg of the adventure and maybe 10 sessions. 10, 15 maybe, depending on what goes on. Okay. I need everybody to make con saves.
Everybody?
Yeah, and everybody can be within the aura since you're expecting it.
Oh,
Oh,
Luck points don't fail me now.
No.
that wasn't
Man.
too good.
It's horrible.
I should be getting. Let me see here. Yeah, I should be getting +1 to my saving throws. I don't know why the thing I set on my sheet isn't working.
Yeah, you don't have +4 con, do you?
Oh, is
What's your
that
con
what it is?
What's your con score?
Oh, okay, it is working. Okay, that's good. That's good. I actually just redid it because it wasn't working with the other way I was doing it. Okay.
Let's take a
We're
break
good.
real quick. Just make it a quick break. I gotta. This arcane blight shit is so confusing. So I'm trying to figure out how it works, and I have to go to the bathroom.
All right.
Did you guys see the redesign of character sheets that Roll20 is going to do for the next edition?
Mhm.
I think I might have gotten like an email or something. But yeah, I guess when the new player's handbook comes out, they're gonna totally redesign the character sheet to be more in line with it.
All right, love you too. I'm gonna go back. I got a little bit more. We got like another hour or so. Love you.
Love you too.
Let's see.
Oh wow. It looks like
Oh,
D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it. It's so confusing. Oh god, are all the character sheets now gonna look like this?
I doubt NPC sheets because those are already so different from player sheets, but I don't know. I imagine they'll still have the old version somewhere because they have every other version of D&D character sheets.
Why the fuck does this character only have 20 movement speed?
Yeah, the character they showed on the default is like insane. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking
yeah,
sense.
that's a pretty bad character right
Yeah,
there.
it's fucking terrible.
Who's a bad character?
Go ahead, tell him.
So Roll20 is updating what the character sheets look like when the new player's handbook comes out.
Oh, cool.
Love that 10 feet of burrow that they have.
I didn't even see that. Here, I'll post it in the chat or in the.
In Discord.
Oh, it does look like D&D Beyond.
It does, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is interesting.
Dude, this character sucks. This is level 5 too.
How the fuck do they get a +3 to initiative if their dexterity is 11?
Cheater.
Fake news.
I mean, this probably has no actual information on it.
It
can't
can't.
Yeah.
They're just numbers that kind of litter the screen.
Well, they don't even have like any class in there, but yeah, like the +3 proficiency bonus with the rest of their stuff.
Well, there's a YouTube thumbnail under it where the number is 2. So maybe in the video he just like plays around with the numbers and they took a screen cap of it.
I see.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they
the
do
spell
1d4 minus or +2 with a dagger, but their dexterity is +0. That doesn't make sense.
Dude, we are such D&D nerds.
Just
All right.
analyzing.
Let's get back to
Yeah.
the game because I want to talk to you guys about how I've been running this fucking Arcane Blight. Okay, so some of you guys have succeeded before, right? Like the initial one. Have I made you guys roll since then?
No.
Yeah, I think the first time everybody rolled, and then the second time just the affected people rolled.
Okay. I think that's how I was running it. So
And then
in
the
that
third
case,
time we slept in the tower and didn't roll at all, I think.
yeah, which I think all I've been just not running it right. It's really confusing. The way that it's written is bad, and I don't want to run it that way. And then I saw like a homebrewed revamp of it, and I was like, oh, I'll run that. And then now I can't find the homebrew revamp version. I didn't write it down. So I've been making it up. So I think we're just going to start over. But V and Sapphira still have it.
The a knight in Conjuration Tower sucked all the radiation out. Now we're back to square
starting
one.
fresh. No. So Sapphira, you have it.
Yep.
Roll a d6.
Okay. 5.
Notes here. I wrote it down somewhere. What episode was the last episode you slept? 72? Yes, it was 72.
Reminds me, I gotta update the.
I wrote it down. Okay, so
Take here.
now we'll go back.
I have 75 as the last one we slept.
That would be 2 sessions ago. So maybe it was.
Yeah. Yeah, because today started with doing the Ice Devil and all that.
Yeah, I have 75.
And
Oh, but you
before that
slept
was
in the.
Necromancy
But you
Tower.
slept. But you slept in the Conjuration Tower.
I slept
right?
in the Conjuration Tower.
That's why I got fucked up. Okay, that's okay. So we're going back to this one. So Sapphira,
Yeah.
guess what?
What?
You don't have Arcane Blight anymore.
Oh. Okay. Wow.
You saved out of it.
All right, I was waiting for you to say because you're a Nothic now.
The roll a d6. Okay, you still have it.
So is like my hair back and everything, or is that still
It doesn't come back, but it's like, more.
okay? All right.
Or, it's hardened up a little bit. Well, you're cured. These not. However, Big Smile, Gabar, and Illa can't get it.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
You guys have
Thinking
saved
about
against it before. You know what? I hate these fucking rules. I should have I'm homebrewing the next campaign. The don't worry about it. You guys don't have it because you've saved against it before and succeeded. So don't worry about it. Honestly, those of you that don't have it right now, Valin needs to roll a D. Oh, Valin doesn't have it right now. Okay, so everyone except V has saved against it before. You don't have to worry about Arcane.
Right?
You don't have to. Yes, you don't have to worry about Arcane Blight anymore. The only person that really has to worry about it is V. I guess you guys don't know that, but as far as keeping track of it, that's how this is going to work.
So that's how you're gonna roll it. So like Valin would count as someone who can't get it because she was cured.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I mean
Is
makes
there-
sense.
Is there a single episode this whole campaign where you haven't had to roll that night to see if your next day was just like horribly fettered by some random ailment?
Yep. Sorry, V.
It was a solid
the
10 day.
For like, yeah, I was about to
first
say
night?
like
Yeah.
10 days before we got here.
Well, fun campaign, AB.
All right. So, you guys. But V, you did succeed on this check, right? Yeah. Okay. So you don't immediately turn into Nothic. Okay. Okay, but you would have if you had failed.
Jesus.
So that's not good. Because you've had it for longer than 3 days, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they got it
Okay.
like first night.
Yeah. So, yeah. If you failed it, you would turn into a Nothic. But it's really, I guess V. No, because you're subsided. It's like subsided, so you're good. But it's like you're like right on the limit of like
Yeah.
being
Still
a person.
feeling it.
Yeah. Okay. You all wake up in the morning. What would you like to do?
Cook it. Let's get to the tower.
Take 35 minutes to find our way out of this maze.
Lord, I keep choking. Yeah, it's gonna take you a while to get back through the mirror maze.
Man, fuck you
But-
guys.
You can all take inspiration.
Just out of nowhere.
So you guys take a while holding hands this time to make your way out of the mirror maze. That's fine. Although once you exit out of the tower, I need everybody to make wisdom saves. All the way down.
The aura?
I'll say that everybody
No.
can be in the aura.
It's not going to help me.
No, it's not.
Oh, me
Oh.
neither.
Okay, it's not looking good.
Oh.
Quintus fails, Big Smile fails, Gabar succeeds, Sapphira fails, V fails, Illican fails. So who's the only one that's up? Gabar?
I succeeded, yeah.
You're the only one that succeeded. Everyone else. I think I've talked about most everybody's visions, right? Oh, I haven't done.
Wait, did Illican get the +3?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So Illican, you're good. So V has the same vision that V had. Sapphira had the same vision where you're like drowning. Big Smile, you have the same vision where people are like booing at you. And Quintus, you have the same vision where like Levistus is right on your shit. All of you that succeed, so Gabar and Illican will notice that basically your whole crew has stopped into this fog. Let's okay, we'll just run back between the two of you. So the longer action, the amount of actions that you take in this thing is more saves. So Illican and Gabar, you notice all your friends freeze. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna look at the person that's probably Big Smile, and shit. Hang on. Fuck. No, that doesn't work. I'm gonna try to just kick him in the fucking shin as hard as I can.
Okay, you kick him in the shin and he wakes up. That's your action. Also, everybody takes damage. I forgot about that. All of you that failed take 20. Jesus Christ. Psychic damage.
I don't.
Yeah. Okay, so V doesn't.
Damn.
That was a nasty
Well, at least,
fucking
it,
roll.
at least it took a long rest.
It's slightly
Okay.
above average.
Big Smile, you're up. You're like awake, and you can have a turn as well as Illican. So all three of you get like a turn.
Well, that was my turn, was to kick
Right.
Big Smile.
Right. And so next turn you're gonna have to make the save. So like Illican, what do you want to do?
Yeah, he'll see what Gabar did and realize, oh, maybe I don't need a spell to break someone out of this. And I don't know who's still in it. Like
V,
or V,
Quintus,
maybe. Yeah.
Sapphira.
Yeah, he'll
Belen,
do
I think.
he'll do Quintus first, and
Okay.
yeah, I'll just give him like a kick in the shin.
Okay. Quintus, you're awake. Big Smile, you get a turn. What do you want to do?
Smelling salts, kick in the face from Gabar, and just
Yeah.
head down straight sprint.
Okay, you're running out. Okay, you can make it out. Big Smile's the first one to make it out. Quintus, you get a turn. What do you want to do?
So it's Sapphira.
V, Sapphira,
Valen.
Valen.
All right. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
the
magic missile.
shield guardian will just pick up Valen and carry her out.
Okay. Yeah. Can I just magic missile each of them to snap them out of it?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that up for me. V2, Sapphira 4, Valen takes 3.
All right. So yeah, just like sting him in the arm with a jolt of
Yep.
pain to get him at him. Like, all right, people move.
Okay. V, you get a turn. What do you want to do? Run out?
Running out. Yep.
Sapphira, you get a turn. What do you want to do? It seems like everybody's conscious.
I'm running out.
You're running out. Okay, that is everybody. So now Gabar has to make a save again. Quintus has to make a save again, and Illican has to make a save again. They are, what did I say? Wisdom?
Wisdom, yeah.
Probably wisdom. Okay, Gabar, you're good. Illican, you're good. Fucking hell, Quintus. Quintus gets froze up in it again. You take some more damage.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
I am fucking bleeding out of my nose and ears.
Okay, so if you
My
guys
goodness.
notice, so in this moment, Gabar, you're still nearby Quintus. Illican, you're still nearby Quintus. Quintus has frozen again. And he's like bleeding. Like he gets down on a knee and is like bleeding out of his nose and his ears and his eyes.
But I can't see out of the mist, right?
A little bit, yeah. It's what is it called? Like
Give me.
half cover kind of
Lightly
thing.
obscured.
Lightly
Right,
obscured.
but like I can't see the area the rest of the party ran out of the mist from. Like if
You
I
can
wanted to
see
vortex
the rest of the
warp
party.
him.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, yes.
Oh, then I'm gonna vortex warp him to the party out of the mist.
Okay. Getting out of the mist, you wake back up, Quintus. In that case, Illican, you can just run out. Unless
Okay.
you want to wait for Gabar. Because Gabar now has to make one more save. But if you wait, you would have to make one more save.
Yeah, I see. What I have like kind of a turn now,
And
right?
Illa
What
can
if-
carry Gabar.
I was gonna say Illican can just carry Gavar.
Yes,
Just football carry me.
Scoop 'em.
absolutely. All right. Everybody makes it out of the mist. Quintus
Fucking
lays out on the
Worse
ground.
for wear.
Jeez Louise.
I
I'm
will.
at 22 after that.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
I'll give you 25 of my land hands.
Thank you. That is very helpful.
How much do you have at this level? Like total?
45.
66.
Get it.
land
Ooh.
hands.
Oh, you're talking about HP.
Health.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was talking about the lay on hands.
Oh,
Okay,
how
it's
much do you have
45.
lay on hands?
45. I was curious. Yeah, it really goes up in the later levels.
So-
I can
You're at like 2/3, right? Right now?
Yeah, I'm a lot better. Yeah. I'm
whoever
down
else is hurt. I
20
can,
now. 19.
I can create the aura if we want to sit down and heal a little more before we move forward. Would that be
Save some
too
time.
much though? Because yeah, it's
Yeah, you're in the middle of the road right now.
So
Yeah, let's
Nara will
go.
probably just burn a cure wounds, and I think that would probably be smarter to keep moving because everyone else only took like the magic missile damage, right?
No,
No,
they
a
took
lot of people
20
put
as well.
20. Yeah.
Took 20.
yeah, that's why I was off.
So I'm better than they are technically. I only took 19 at this point after that healing.
Maybe we'll get off the road first.
Yeah, let's just book it to the enchantment tower.
Let's
All
get
right,
on the
all right.
tower.
All right.
We're,
So you
we're
guys
just
start.
limping over.
Yeah. So you guys start you wipe the blood off of your nose and your ears and start making your way towards the the enchantment tower. Here's the thing. This portion of the city is the most ruined out that you've seen so far. Almost all of the buildings have been leveled, and a lot of ice that comes off the glacier wall has grown over the city in these sections. So there's these huge like chunks of ice that come off the wall and like make these huge ice walls over top of buildings and everything around you. There's snow on everything. It's a lot different. Everything's a lot more flat than the rest of the city. So you're kind of in the open, kind of not, because there's lots of stuff you can duck behind, and there's still partial walls and ice and stuff around. But surprisingly, sort of standing at a tilted, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, is this enchantment tower. After a little while, you guys make your way there. And you can see that ice has engulfed the lower floors of this just in very poor shape tower. Pink light from a symbol hovering near the top of the tower casts a strange glow on the glacial wall behind it. The tower stands alone, as all other nearby structures have been leveled or covered entirely with ice. There is a door covered in ice that leads into the base of this tower. So it's like the ice from the wall has sort of grown around the tower. So probably inside is probably freezing cold, but it's open still. But the door is also like covered in a sheet of ice.
Can we chisel our way through this ice at all, or is it like a solid?
No, you could probably like break, smash it up. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
like if me and Shieldsy just go and start to.
Yeah, why don't you make an athletics with advantage? You guys start busting through the wall. It's taken a little longer than you expected, and it's also relatively loud. Because you're close enough to the glacial wall, it's like echoing the slams of the shield guardian's fist against the tower wall. But after but
I was say, could I assist? But I
Yeah,
guess I'm already
absolutely.
doing that. Yeah.
yeah, you can come in and try to get your axe in there and help out. After a while, you get it chipped away all the ice so that you can crack open the door. You guys want to enter?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Area here. Lighting. Good. Tokens on here. The shield guardian cannot fit through this doorway. What do you guys want to do about that?
Gotta stay behind.
Yeah. I mean, how wide is the tower? Like, can he go on the far side of the tower next to the ice wall to kind of like be
out of
tucked
sight?
behind the
Yes.
tower? Yeah.
Yeah, Valen can
No,
totally
so same thing.
instruct him to do that. Okay. I think that's everybody. I'll drag you guys over to the map.
Map.
Does everybody have vision?
Trademark.
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. Let me describe what you see. It's a little bit of a chaotic mess here. Inside, a section of the wall has collapsed. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Allowing rubble and snow to intrude. It sort of fills this collapsed section of the wall. Both the floor and the remaining walls are covered in a thick layer of ice. The space is illuminated by pink tinted continual flame lanterns that hang on the walls, covered in ice. Within the room, lounge chairs and couches lie frozen and ruined, scattered haphazardly about. In one of the chairs is a frozen and desiccated corpse. In the center of the room stands a metallic device, which is also coated in ice. Attached to the machine is a chair with crystal rods protruding from the armrests. An icy skeleton lies on the floor in front of the chair. A staircase, likewise covered in ice, curves around the chamber, leading to the next floor. So, weird device in the middle of the room next to a chair that has crystal rods implanted in the armrests. There is a skeleton on the ground in front of the chair, and there is a skeleton in this chair right here. Otherwise, the room is covered with like rocks and ice.
And there's stairs leading up.
Yes.
The crystal rods, they look like handles to maneuver something almost, or they look like
You know, like when you go to the bar and they have those things where your girlfriend holds one and you hold the other one, and then it lights up and it tells how much you love each other. Have you ever seen that before?
I have
Very
no idea what you're
specific
talking
reference.
about right now.
I do, Jay, yes.
Chris knows. Chris knows what I'm talking about.
We
You
have
are
those in
making
Canada.
that's a Canada thing.
No,
I swear
no.
to God, that's a Canada
Just
thing.
Canada.
They're just like they look like joysticks but don't move. They're stiff.
Okay, I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about, like in terms, but they are on the armrest. They look like they're like
Yes.
a handle, but they don't look like they move or anything like that.
No.
Seems called love handles or what?
Here, hold up. Let's see if this actually posts to the chat.
This is all
Yeah.
the chair in the center in the room.
It totally did post to the chat.
Okay. What is this thing?
You hold on to it.
Bro. Yes, yes.
That's incredible.
We had these in like the movie theaters in the little arcade
Yeah,
section. You
it's
put,
like an
coins in
old.
it.
It's like from the '80s, so it's like not a thing anymore. But you would like go with your girlfriend and hold on to it, and it tells how much you love them and stuff. It's like the intro to fucking New Vegas.
I feel like those are cause for at least a decent amount of breakups.
But yeah, it just looks like two metal rods. I think they're. I might have said
Crystal.
they are crystal. Yeah,
Crystal, yeah.
they're like glass rods.
If you guys want to piece together how all this enchantment stuff works, do you want me to just do a sweep upstairs and see if I can find the arcane octad?
I'll go with you, big smile.
This is an enchantment tower. Have your wits about you.
Uh,
All right, no
Should we-
touchy.
Do you think we should all be together then, just to make sure?
I mean, just in case we got to book it out of here, we made a fuckload of noise breaking all that ice. I just don't want to leave empty-handed.
I think maybe we prioritize the ritual, and then we can fuck with this machine after we find that.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
All right.
All right, so you guys want to head upstairs?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. The stairs are a little slippery because they're like slick with ice. You guys can carefully enough make your way up. I mean, every now and then one of your foot slips, but you don't like tumble down the stairs. Upon entering the next floor, this chamber is coated in a thick layer of ice. Sectioned chambers or rooms within this larger chamber contain frozen corpses, restrained in metallic chairs as if subjects of experiments. Tables and chairs, ruined and frost-covered, are scattered around the room. So it looks kind of like, you know how the hospital has those dividing walls that are made of fabric? These ones are like walls. So it's open, and each one has like a little desk next to it with a metallic table, and there's a couple of corpses strapped to them, every so often. But the strangest thing that you guys notice is the walls. Every inch from floor to maybe like 6 foot up are covered with a repeated sentence, crudely written in Loros in black pitch. And there are buckets of pitch, like tar, knocked over with frozen like mops and weird paintbrushes and stuff on it. But there's just a repeated phrase over and over and over all the way around on everything. Sometimes on the tables.
Bar, what's that phrase that's scrolled everywhere?
Yeah.
It will say, all work and no play make Elvira a dull girl. Over and over and over and over and over, written on the walls, on the chairs, on sometimes on the floor, everywhere. In like this like dark, like pitch, like tar.
Didn't tell me this was going to be the scary one.
Yeah, fuck, we gotta get out of here.
There is a spiral staircase that rises to the floor above. And a bunch of skeletons and shit strapped to tables and stuff.
Man, I don't see the Octad here. Try next floor up and come back.
Seems like this might have been a rehabilitation center.
Shit. Fucking re-education center enchantment. That makes so much sense.
This level gives me the creeps. Let's go up to the next level.
All right, you guys want to go up to the next level?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me just grab
So
my-
is it just Big Smile, Illic, and Gabar right now, or is
No,
it
it's everybody,
Blend?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
guys right here. All right, I moved you. Shift ping. There you go. Let me describe this room to you. You make your way into this room. The ceiling of this chamber is a spectacle of Netherese architecture. The ceiling is a grand dome towering 20 feet above you. It has a captivating, paradoxical design. Arches and buttresses interweave and overlap in seemingly impossible configuration. Tall columns coated in a delicate layer of frost ascend to provide support to this strange structures, and archways lead to niches. Okay, that's the strange structures, right? Now there are archways that lead to niches on the ground level where you guys are at. And they have tables laden with frozen books and papers. As soon as you enter this room, the sound of each step you take is reverberated off of this grand dome, creating an unsettling echo that permeates in the entire chamber. Just a footstep. As you guys come up the stairs, everyone's footsteps, it's like a cacophony of steps that you can hear echoing off the walls in all different directions. In the center of this icy room is a cracked and ruined stone dais. Scattered across the floor in all directions is the remains of empty wine bottles. The walls are adorned with the reoccurring phrase written in a crimson stain. So wine bottles all over the floor, and there's wine stains on the walls as far up as they can reach and on the floor and on the tables and everywhere that says, I am Elvira. Elvira is my name. Just repeated ceaselessly in this chamber.
Damn, that's unsettling.
That's scary as fuck.
When you say, oh, that's scary as fuck or that's unsettling, it echoes endlessly. Even just a whisper.
Yeah, like, does it almost sound like when you have like two phones near one another or whatever? That type of thing.
She probably went insane, right?
Insane, right. There's a stairway, a spiral staircase that leads up to the next floor.
So we just keep going. looking for-
Going. Need.
I don't like this.
This. And that the last thing that Sapphira says, this, it morphs a little bit. It gets deeper. And then it twists into a chilling and eerie laughter that echoes from seemingly everywhere. The ghostly sound reverberates off the grand dome, making it impossible to discern its origins. However, no, I'll put it this way. That is when the living Tasha's hideous laughters will attack.
What?
And we'll end the session there.
Living
What?
Tasha's hideous laughters.
Yep.
We
They
are
touch you,
attacked
fall
by
or
laughter.
By laughter. Yeah, 100%. And they're like invisible because it's just sound. So have fun fighting those.
Hey.
Rope can't help me there.
They hear me?
At some
Make it
point, you
work,
just
guys.
get strong enough to punch sound.
Yeah.
We're
Breaking the
level
cylinder.
9. We're close to that point.
Yeah, you guys are level 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't you say the adventure goes up to 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let me think about that.
We're getting close.
It might be 11. It might end up being 11.
Or maybe we were supposed to be 10 on our last rest.
No. No. There's a couple more events, but it's going to be like a couple, like one after the other. But I think the adventure will end with 12, right? So you guys will be 12th level characters at the end of the adventure. Not before
Yeah.
the
You
end.
get a feat
right?
that you can't use.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Sweet.
Like Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
our
like
cool
in
level
Tomb
12 stuff for our epilogues.
Yeah, for your epilogues, sure.
Next campaign, though.
Yeah,
We'll see.
next, did you say you're running to 20?
No, I don't know how far it goes. It might go to 20. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far.
Yeah, isn't
We will
Chains
see.
written like 11 to 20?
Is it? It might be.
I thought that
Fucking
was
hell.
the advertisement.
Yeah, let's go.
Sick.
Let's do it.
Never
But I might be
played
thinking of the
over
Vecna
12.
one.
Yeah, I watched the video today about the Vecna one. It was interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm still
What's the
doing my
highest?
thing.
What's the highest character level you guys have played?
We did a run shot where everyone was
Yeah,
20.
I mean we've one shot at 20 before.
That was a hard one shot to run. Level
I'm
20
sure.
is pretty fucking unbalanced.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it weird? Like it
There's so
seems
much
so, like,
to do.
world breaking. Yeah, like the scope is
Yeah,
like so
everyone's
big.
pretty much demigods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm homebrewing a campaign.
Damn.
Well, it's based in some other stuff. There's going to be some stuff, some Descent into Avernus, some Chains, some other, some stuff going on. But yeah, like it'd be cool if you guys, like I said, maybe 10 to 15 sessions. So you got plenty of time, but start thinking about some ideas for real. Because I'm already like planning this campaign. Like it's in the works. So I'm totally willing to, like, me and Eric and me and Chris already like pretty much got their characters.
I feel like I spoke too soon. Like I feel like it's like 80-20 big small dies, and I need to use the character that we've made for the new campaign. Like back
No,
in
it's everybody's gonna live. It's gonna be great. I don't know.
Oh man, I can't
Oral
wait.
is definitely coming here eventually. Like Big Smile has seen it, and she's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
So let's
All
hope you've
I've wanted
gathered
since,
enough resources.
I've wanted to fight Oral for a while, since like level 5, where it was like very inappropriate. Now it's
shouting at the
moderately-
wind.
We can take her, but now he's like,
Yeah. Oh my god, I just realized that Big Smile is Oral's Jakashagi.
Yep, it is kind of like that, ain't it?
Fucking nuisance that just wants to fight it all the time.
Well, we're gonna see how all that turns out.
All right.
We're in the Tower of Enchantment. Some shit's going down. I guess I will. Guys, next week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just,
Yeah.
think
2
Yeah, I don't-
weeks
Yeah.
from now, the 13th and the 3rd, I'm busy till like 9:30. So
Well, I
can
was actually
show
gonna
up
say the
right
13th.
after, but
Yeah, the 13th I can't do actually.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
so.
Alright,
We're good for the 6th, and then
6th.
no
No, 13th.
Frostmaiden on the 13th.
Okay, and then we're back on 20.
Yep.
yeah, and then like a month down the line, I got April 3rd too, but I
Oh.
might be able to show up like 2.5 hours into the session.
April.
I think April 3rd is good for me. I don't know if I have stuff planned out that far.
I'm good for the foreseeable future. So
I don't know about 10 sessions, man. I don't know how long this is going to take, but we're really close to the end. Like, really, it's just 2 more towers and then exploring the spire, but there's going to be a lot of pressure, like, to get moving. And then maybe like a handful of boss fights. And
Yeah, I mean those big combat episodes, like one combat's the whole episode.
the whole
we have
episode,
like,
yeah.
dude, we have
Yeah.
Avarice and her whole team. We have maybe Iriel Arthas and we have Oral. Like that's
And maybe
like a
the
month's worth of combat.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
going to
mean-
be
We went through 2 towers in a day yesterday,
Yeah.
and that was with an ice devil in the morning.
right.
It's true.
So we could probably finish the evocation tower by the end of the 7th.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. And then it's like long rest after that, and then it's Spire of Arthas, however long it's going to take to explore that. And then just it's going to go quick. Like it's going to be once you guys get in the Spire, it's going to be like boom, bang, boom, bang, boom, bang, boom, spindle, fucking, Iriel Arthas. Like it's just going to be bing, bang, boom, all the shit, and then the game's over.
Crazy.
And then we got to do like an epilogue. So, but the best thing about this adventure, which I'm really nervous about because I don't know what you guys are going to do, is there's like many possible things that could happen at the end. So I don't-
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, what do you got? You guys have? I don't know what you're gonna do. There's like this ancient fucking Netherese city with all kinds of crazy magical shit. Like you got a Mythalar. There's something with an obelisk. Like you never even met Iriel Arthas. Like there's just a lot of shit that I don't really know what you're gonna do with. There's some things you haven't even seen yet, and I don't know what you're gonna do with all this stuff.
No, we'll use the obelisk. We'll go back and prevent the fall of Netherrealm.
Yeah, then we come back to the future and it's a weird, fucked up dystopia. It's
Yeah.
a whole new adventure.
that's a whole campaign right there.
Seriously.
Yeah. So, but do you see how if you did do that, that is like now I have to keep running. You know what I mean? Like this is like the end of one of those movies where they like end up. Oh, what is it? Planet of the Apes, right? It's like fucking Planet of the Apes where he finally gets away, and then there's the Statue of Liberty. It's like no. So.
Spoilers, dude.
So who knows? But it's
Well,
really
like
we're
1980.
Hot new actor Charleston Heston, just new on the Hollywood scene.
No
so
spoilers for that 50-year-old movie.
get some character ideas brewing. Nate,
I
do you still want to do a thing in between?
I don't know. I'll think about it. Talk to you about it.
Okay. There might be just like a week or 2 off in the interim while I like nail down some stuff. But like I said, it's gonna be like end of campaign. Then we'll have our little session after session where we hang out and talk shit and stuff. And then
Ask questions.
ask questions, yeah, all that stuff. And then we're just gonna move on to the next campaign. I'll be
Is it
ready.
possible to do the epilogue in person though, or
We'll all meet up, same place. Meet up in Canada.
I do really want to see how tall and short everyone is. I just can't get that out of my head. Someone mentioned it one time, and
That's all he's thinking about.
yeah.
All right. Well, I will see you guys on the flip side. Think about some character ideas, and also think about questions that you want to ask about the campaign as a whole.
Cool.
I have my guy pretty much in the works. I think I know. I mean, I'm running a warlock. I want to run a warlock. I know Eric mentioned he wanted to do a warlock.
No, Eric's going paladin.
Oh, he is. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
But it's
Eric's
gonna-
going paladin.
I was
and-
leaning towards a genie warlock.
What?
I
What
was
is
thinking
that?
about that for a long
Those
time.
are nice.
That's a cool.
Yeah.
I love that one.
I just couldn't figure out why a genie warlock would be in hell, so I gave up on that
I'm
idea.
trying to work on how I can tie that in, but I really would like to do a genie warlock. But if I can't, then I'll do just the devil warlock. Or something.
Turns out I just discovered in the Tuesday game that Eric's running that one of the other players, he didn't tell us who his patron was, but he was a warlock too. Turns out he's a genie warlock. I just discovered it.
Their abilities are so fun.
Yeah, he was
Weird,
dying. He was engulfed in the fucking mound, and he was like dying, and then he was like transported into his ring, and I was like, oh shit! Oh, what is
I was really
now?
looking forward to that part. Of Genie
Yeah.
Warlock.
So, well, you guys think about it. Let me know. Hit me up.
Okay.
Stuck
I'm
between
loving it.
wizard and cleric, so I might just do divine soul sorcerer.
Same thing.
Since everyone's saying what they're stewing on, I'll say that I'm looking at artificer maybe.
Ooh.
I've never seen an artificer being played, so this might be the time to do it.
That
We've
would
had
be
artificers
that.
in one shots. I feel, haven't we?
Nate, was you thinking about maybe?
I was thinking, but I do have a couple character ideas that we've talked about.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still not sure. Like, I have the backstory down. The class is still, up in the air. So
No. Do you? Yeah.
Right, well,
Nobody ever
we'll
said
see,
you can't
man.
have two of the same classes. But
That's true.
True.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
true. That would be pretty dope. Just all things considered from what I got going on. Okay. So wait, hold up. Eric's going paladin. Chris is definitely going ranger. So we have locked in pretty much ranger and paladin, and then I guess, Will, you're like pretty set on warlock.
I'm pretty set on warlock. Yeah.
So
But Pact of the Blade. So melee based warlock.
this is gonna be great. I can't fucking wait. All right, so everybody just get to stewing, get to thinking. I will see y'all on the flip side.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Cheers, guys.
See you later. Goodbye.
Yeah.
See
Bye.
ya.